entire month of Pride activity. That's right, all June you're going to be seeing LGBTQIA plus acts from all over the country right here on CSZN. Now, I am so proud to be part of our LGBT community within the theater and so proud to announce all of the things we'll be doing this entire month. Now, starting on Fridays at 7:30 and Saturdays at 9:30, our classic comedy sports matches will be played by all of our LGBT cast members from around the building. So you're gonna wanna check that out. That's gonna be incredibly fun. Saturday nights at 11, what was normally Late Night Roulette is now Rainbow A Go-Go with our host, Holly Ballou.
Thanks, Jason. Hi, I'm Holly Ballou, furry princess extraordinaire, and this June, I'm hosting Rainbow A Go-Go. What's Rainbow A Go-Go, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did. It's only the hottest streaming queer variety show on Twitch. Every Saturday at 11 p.m., after the kids have gone to bed, we turn things up to... Really? Okay. We turn things up to Queer 11 and bring you the best LGBTQ acts right to your screen. We've got singers, character pieces, drag queens, magicians, you name it, we got it. It's nothing but fun, stuffed into 6 pairs of tights and wrapped in a bow, kind of like me. So join me every Saturday in June for Rainbow Go-Go, and let's have some fun. Mwah, 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 mwah. Back to you, Jason.
If you've never seen Holly Ballou, it's worth tuning in just to see Holly. That's gonna happen every Saturday night at 11. Also on Saturday nights, in between our 7:30 and 9:30 comedy sports matches, we're going to have Queer's the Question, an all-queer trivia show hosted by various members of the LGBT community within Comedy Sports, and we're gonna test what people know about LGBT culture, history, famous politicians, famous celebrities, all sorts of gay, lesbian, trans, bi, and everyone else sort of trivia within that. So that's every Saturday between the 7:30 and 9:30 match, and all are welcome for that as well. And this is all culminating in one final magical event at the end of the month. That's right, we have a worldwide Pride weekend where we have invited players from all over the Comedy Sports universe, from all of our 30 cities, to come sit in with us and play. So every match that entire weekend will be populated with LGBTQIA plus members from all over the Comedy Sports universe, some of which you have seen before, some of which you will meet for the first time, but either way, we are incredibly excited and honored to be hosting that event, and that's the last weekend of June. There are so many things to do, and as the world opens back up, we know that your time is valuable and any minute you spend with us is amazing and magical. So please join us in celebrating what we consider one of the most magical months of the year, and we cannot wait to see you there. Now I'm going to dance my way out of this while I magically disappear. Oh no! I went back to the future! Oh, and by the way, we have an amazing Pride shirt.
But if you can't hear me, ignore that. So here we are. Who has been here before? Who has been to a Comedy Sports Twitch show before. Oh, perfect. Oh, good. If you can't hear me, I'm Alex. Hi, I'm announcing tonight. This is going to be so much fun. Things. And now we're here. Who's been here before? Throw some sixes and sevens in that chat. Let everybody who hasn't been here before know you have their backs too. This is great. Let's see here. I'm looking in the chat. Wow. I haven't seen a single 6 and 7, which means when I ask somebody who has not been here before, I'm going to see a million 6s and 7s. So if you haven't been here before, let's go get some 6s and 7s in that chat. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Y'all are great. Y'all are doing so wonderful. Now, my job this evening is to provide you with scoring updates, to run some polls so you can pick your favorite teams, and to get suggestions. But before I go into getting suggestions, it is also my job to remind you all about the out-of-bounds foul. Now, if you say anything rude, crude, lascivious, something that we have to explain to any of either the children or older people in the chat this evening, we have mods that are going through here, and they will find you, and they will give you a warning, and then the boot. So keep that in mind when I'm asking for suggestions, like I'm about to do. So to get your typey fingers warmed up, and your thinky brains thinking, can you give me in the chat some suggestions of team activities that you can do together with friends or with at least a partner, like backgammon or stargazing, but not those things. Ooh, Jenga. Yeah, Jenga by yourself isn't fun. That's just making a mess. My goodness. Yeah, toss some more in there. Or maybe like some super fun chores. Like, what was your favorite chore when you were growing up? I love mowing the lawn. That's all. Could do it day in, day out. And I don't have a lawn to mow here, so it's really annoying. But I like walking by and smelling the grass. Or maybe like a random hobby. I used to know somebody who was dating a blacksmith. That was their both hobby and job. So, if you can make money doing what you love, go and for it. I support you. You have my undying love and support. Now, yeah, you can keep throwing the suggestions in until we start the show, but we've got a lot of super cool, fun things. I also want to take a moment to introduce our MD this evening. We have Ivory's Mr. David Yantz. There it is. What great music. So cool. So much fun. I'm having just a great time. This is a blast. I hope you're already having a fun time because I will tell you, we have a lot of stuff going on here, but now what is super important is that I check in with our athletes backstage who are going to be doing all the funnies for you this evening. So, without further ado, let's meet our players! That's right. Coming up first, it is the LGBTQs versus the Chicago Bosses. That's right, folks. Now, here we go. Comedysportz established in 1984, the same year that other sports things happened. You know what we're talking about. Now, coming up first for your LGBTQs, he is left-handed and always kicks major, but it is Matt Elwell! Coming up next, the only person I've ever seen ride a giraffe, it is Simon Collier! And now, the captain of your LGBTQs, the only person I've ever known to use a boomerang as a toothpick, it is Cynthia Command! Woo! And now, let's hear it for your team in blue, the hometown Chicago Bosses! That's right, lead-off jokester for the Chicago Bosses has a 5.5 joking average in his top page. That's right, coming up next, It is the one, the only, the number one overall draft pick for Comedy Sports. That's right, all of Comedy Sports. It is Ashley Victoria. And your captain for the Chicago Bosses. We have the exact same birthday and dinosaur tattoos, Kelsey Myers. And now give it up for the only person to have ever repped 12 consecutive Comedy Sports World Championship matches. It is Louise Cortez.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing tonight? And welcome to another weekend of Comedy Sports. Alex, how are you, my friend?
Oh my goodness! I am so happy. I'm so excited to be here. This is great. How can you not be in the best mood ever?
I mean, cause my attic is pretty hot.
That's fair, I guess.
But I'm still very excited to be here. Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's time for another Pride Month, another Pride show, and we're excited that you are here with us to celebrate Pride. We have got a very Pride-centric crew for you tonight, and hopefully you are going to enjoy yourselves. And of course, it being Pride Month, we do also like to just take a second to reach out to the LGBT community within Comedy Sports Chicago and just kind of, spotlight them for a bit, but also thank them. Thank them for choosing Comedy Sports Chicago as the place, or one of the places, where they like to find their voice and also express themselves, and we're very lucky that they get to do that on our stage. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here tonight. What are we in for? We're in for another Comedy Sports match. We got two amazing teams, and they're about to go head-to-head against each other for pride and glory. Now, Alex has already explained the bulk of what we're going to go over today. So we explained that we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep the chat nice and clean for everybody because tonight is for everyone, so let's make sure that everyone can enjoy both the show and the chat. But also, aside from making sure that we're keeping the chat nice and clean, we're also going to ask you to keep the chat nice and cool. We don't essentially want to say anything that's going to offend anyone. We're not here to hurt people's feelings. We're not here to say anything that's not necessarily a bad word, but is also just not a cool thing to say. If at any point that happens, and we notice that in the chat, we will call it the out of bounds foul. If that happens, we may give you a warning, or we may just go ahead and eject you from the room, depending on what's going on in that moment or what it was that was actually said. So just be cool, leave the fun comedy to us, and we'll all have a good time. Also, as you can see, we now currently live on the internet, and because of that, that means that mistakes might take place a la the Wi-Fi. So sometimes the Wi-Fi may freeze, sometimes we may forget to unmute ourselves, sometimes we might just go ahead and drop the entire call. Who knows? Technology is magic. So if something like that were to happen, I'm going to go ahead and blow my whistle, call the technical foul. If that takes place, then essentially I'm going to go ahead and punish the player for whatever took place in that second. So it could be a loss of points, a loss of a player in a scene, a loss of an entire game. Who knows? We'll see what happens in that moment. All right, so those are all the things that you all need to know. If anything else come up, I'm going to go ahead and let you know. But for now, you are ready to go, and we are ready to kick off this Pride match. So, Alex, let's not waste any time. Let's get the captains to the screen. All right, we got Captain Kelsey, and we got Captain Cynthia. Captains, how are we feeling tonight?
Great.
Awesome. Wonderful.
Who's feeling competitive? Who's feeling ready to win?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to win. Always, yeah. Sure.
I didn't know that was a specific feeling. I just always kind of feel that way, I guess. So that's like super funny you say that.
Oh, okay. So both of you came at it from a very matter-of-fact sort of point of view, and yet still two completely different points of views, and I love it. So, Alex, what kind of competition are you predicting tonight? What do you think is about to happen?
I'm seeing a lot of real fun energy, a lot of real witty energy. I'm predicting a real back and forth affair. If there are barns, I would highly recommend you get your fire extinguishers ready.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going with this. Well, tell you what, why don't we go ahead and let's do the coin toss. Let's find out who's about to go ahead and challenge for the very first game. So for this coin toss, let's see. I would like to name. How about Pride songs? These are songs that are considered like pride anthems. We're just going to go back and forth naming songs that are considered pride anthems. All right? So here we go. One at a time, and we're starting with Kelsey.
Dancing on my own.
Cynthia.
Baby, you're a firework.
Kelsey.
I was born this way.
Cynthia.
I'm coming out, so you better get the party started.
Kelsey.
Any song by ABBA.
Cynthia.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Kelsey.
So if you care to find me, look to the western sky.
Cynthia.
Any song by me.
No, sorry, that was too much hesitation. Had you come in nice and strong, I would have taken it. But unfortunately, you hesitated, therefore that means that this coin toss goes to Captain Kelsey. Captain Kelsey, you won that coin toss, well done, which means I'm going to give you the opportunity to challenge Captain Cynthia to a game. What's it going to be?
Well, it is a true honor, and, you know, she mentioned Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and that made me really want to talk to my pal Judy. So we're going to play Judy Garland line, please.
Judy Garland line. Captain Cynthia, do you accept?
Oh, it's my favorite game. Of course I do.
Fantastic. Let's go ahead and screen the players. Now for the game of Judy Garland line, here's what's going to happen. Captains, please correct me if I don't explain this right. But what's going to happen is, when just international superstar Judy Garland just calls you up and you have like a nice conversation with her, well, that's what's going to happen tonight. We're going to have some conversations with Judy Garland, and everybody's going to want to talk to her. But we're also gonna do a bit of alliteration here. So let's see. Right now in the chat, do me a favor and throw in some initials. They could be your initials. They could be someone else's initials. They could just be two letters that you picked out of nowhere, as long as it's letters that we know. And then we're gonna go ahead and take those and use those as the suggestion for who's coming to talk to Judy Garland next. So, let's see. Let me get those first few initials. Let's go with, GT. Let's go with, from Sydney, we're going to go with GT. So, something that starts with the letter G, something that starts with the letter T. All right, so here we go. I believe that Matt is going to be kicking us off here. We're going to have one of the blue players pop in here in just a second. You'll see how it works, and we'll volley back and forth until somebody gets called out. If there's any change to the initials, I'll blow my whistle and let you know. Players! Here we go for the game of Judy Garland line. Begin.
Judy, it's so good to hear from you. I can't believe it's been so long since we last talked. It must be because you were dead. Oh, Judy, you're never gonna believe this, darling, but I believe I'm seeing, well, they're just a garish toad, Judy. They're a garish toad and they want to talk to you. Here you go.
Judy, it's been so long. I do hope you're well. Judy, I have something very important to tell you. Judy, there is a goat waiting outside for you. He's on the phone right now. You gotta talk to him, Judy.
Judy, I missed you so much, Judy. Oh, God, things at times have been tough. Really, hold on. It seems like somebody's waiting on the other line. It's a greedy tarantula.
That's right, Judy. I've got 8 legs and I want more. Give them all to me. There will never be enough legs for me. Oh, sorry, Judy. I've had enough. But there's a giggly tree on the line.
Hey, Judy. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you hanging there, but we had a lot of roots in our conversation.
Let's switch it over to DH. DH.
And you know, it's I'm just really excited to talk to you. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, Judy, but I do believe a dingy hamper wants to be on the phone with you.
Sorry, Todd, that's a technical foul. I can't seem to hear you. Yeah.
You have a great voice and everything. Dang.
Try it again.
All right. Hello, Judy. I'm full of clothes. And not any kind of clothes, Judy. That's right. Dirty clothes. Your favorite kind. Oh, sorry, Judy. I gotta go. It's these darling hipsters.
OMG, Judy. It is so rando that you're talking to me right now on this spatula. I was into those long before other people. You won't believe it. Oh my gosh, Judy, you'll never guess who's here. British novelist D.H. Lawrence.
Hello, Judy. I was wondering if you'd like to get some tea sometime. Perhaps some biscuits, and by that I mean crackers and American. Oh, Judy, always cracking me up. Oh, Judy, hold on. It's 90s SNL star Daryl Hammond for you. Hold on.
And from your favorite band, it's The Fray, coming to you live here on SNL. Oh.
All right, we'll call it there. All right, so I believe that we have got a poll going on right now. So we're gonna decide who was the pride of CSZ after that game. So who's gonna get the 5 points for that game? Go ahead and use those votes. Now remember, those channel points that you got can only be used here. So be sure to go ahead and vote. Use those channel points and vote and vote and vote.
There really isn't a better place to drop channel points.
I mean, this is the place to do it. Ain't no one else gonna take those channel points from you. It's
No,
like going to
I've tried. You can't use them at Potbellies. You can't use them to get yourself onto the CTA. They just kind of look at you funny.
Alright, so we only got a few more seconds to go. And we're gonna decide where those 5 points are going to go. So make sure to get those votes in there. We only got a few more seconds left.
Oh my goodness. Oh! And the points go to the LGBTQ!
So with a score of 135 to 154, the LGBTQs have taken the 5 points and the lead, which means why don't we go ahead and get the captain of the LGBTQs right up here with me. Captain Cynthia, how are you?
You know what? I'm great, Luis, especially after that win. It felt good. It felt real good.
Yeah, what would you say your next piece of strategy is going to be?
You know, I think we dominated that. I think now we're gonna dissect our thespianness, and we're gonna just go in for the kill with the game of Poltergeist.
I'm sorry?
The game of Poltergeist. It's kind of like, you might call it dumbbell races, but we're gonna find out which ghost is the gayest in this advice type game.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Poltergeist.
so Poltergeist. Okay, great. So for the game of Poltergeist, why don't you go ahead and screen your teams as here comes the the LGBTQs for the game of Poltergeist. And Captain Cynthia, would you like a suggestion for your Poltergeist or?
Yeah, let's get some suggestions, you know?
Great.
Let's do it.
Great. So so right now in the chat, do me a favor and throw in suggestions for things like, how about a hobby that you've always wanted to try? Or maybe a location that you've been curious about but haven't gotten there just yet. But now that things are opening back up soon. And finally, how about an object or something within your house that it's packed away, it's safe, it's tight, but you haven't seen it in a while? Go ahead and throw some of those in there. And so right now, let's see some of these great suggestions that we are getting. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Simon, your suggestion is going to be calligraphy. So Simon, your suggestion is calligraphy. And Matt, your suggestion is Oslo, Norway. And Cynthia, I'm going to go ahead and give you, driving a stick shift.
Great.
Yep. So those are your suggestions. And now what's going to happen is we are going to meet these poltergeists to see which one of these ghosts is the gayest, if I'm understanding this correctly. And we're going to do this through essentially through questions. So right now in the chat, go ahead and just actually, you know what? Yeah, start asking questions to some of these, not to some of them, to all of them. So questions that can be about anything you want, something that might help us prove which one of these three is the. Yes, that's exactly what we could say. I need queries. Queries in the chat right now. Thank you. Yeah, I can't. That's Jason right there. So go ahead and throw them into the chat right now, and we'll be able to kick this off. So I'm going to kick us off with the very first one. We'll. In fact, before we do this, let's go ahead and meet everybody. Let's meet everybody first. So let's just go ahead and start. Let's see, bottom left with the. I think it's bandana. I can't tell. Yes.
Oh, I'm the ghost of the Pinterest board that you forgot about. I'm all the designs you wanted to learn how to write and etching to wood, but you forgot about me. Ooh.
Okay, and Pinterest ghost, do you have a name, or do I just call you Pinterest ghost?
That's fine. Who cares about this old board?
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I see what's happening here. Oh, with the glasses?
Oh, well, if it isn't me that you're talking about, my name is Jonathan, and I died when I was learning how to drive stick shift. I never understood the clutch. Interesting, isn't it? Woo!
But you were learning to drive stick shift and you died.
That's correct.
Okay.
It was too much. I died of a panic attack.
Oh, so it wasn't even an accident. You just died.
No, the car was fine.
Okay, great. Were you moving at the time, or were you parked?
I moved rapidly, I think, and then I blacked out, and now I'm haunting you.
Okay, great. And finally, yes, on the end there.
Hello. It is I, King Christian from Norway, and I am, of course, from Oslo, where I was responsible for a terrible fire in 1624 that destroyed the city. So now I play for Chicago Comedysportz.
So you burned down the city of Oslo, Norway, and now you live here to play for us.
Yes, I came back in the 1800s, burned this city down, but then really loved the neighborhoods.
But, okay, great. Well, I mean, that just leaves it open for so many questions. All right, so let's jump right into it. Let's say, here's something to start with. Nice and simple. What would you say is a great first date? Why don't we go ahead and start with let's say the Pinterest board.
Oh, a first date. You made a whole selection for cute patio bars that you would take your date to. Oh, there's a lot of ivy on the walls, and the drinks are on fire and have lots of accoutrements. You would know if you still viewed the board.
Great. Wait a minute. No. Oh. All right. Let's go. Why don't we move on to Jonathan? Was it?
Yes, that's my name. Oh, the best first date.
Yeah.
Of course,
the question.
be in a room that has no pictures on the walls and is painted with stucco. That's right. That way, if you can't think of anything to talk about, you've got those walls.
Wouldn't it be better if there were pictures on the walls? You know what? This is
No,
your
that's
first.
too much anxiety.
Right,
I
you're
don't
right.
want to die twice.
This is your first date. I totally get it. And yes, and King Christian.
Ah, thank you. Hello. Before it was called Oslo, it was called Onslow, and my city was a Kaupstad, or trading place. I think for your first date, you should be trading places. Go somewhere they like, or have them go somewhere you like, so they can experience you before I burn you both alive.
Great. Let's. Okay. Of those three, I think I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with the Pinterest board on this one. I'm gonna have to give it to the Pinterest board on that. Yeah. So point to the Pinterest board. Let's move on to our next one. How about this? Why are pandas so clumsy? Why are pandas so clumsy? Why don't we go ahead and start with? Let's start with King Christian.
Ah, yes. Well, you know, in my time when I was alive, I moved the city of Oslo closer to Akershus Fortress and named it Christiana because my name was King Christian. So I think pandas are very clumsy because their name is close to duh. I burn you alive.
No, stop it. Stop threatening to burn people. Let's go with the Pinterest board.
Ooh, have you seen a panda's Pinterest board? Oh, there's everything on there, because they don't have thumbs to properly click the mouse to add things to the board that they actually want. So they have things from, like, old couches, sandwiches. Actually sometimes bamboo, but it's not. It's never on purpose. Ooh.
Awesome. And Jonathan?
Yes, I'm Jonathan. I'm a scary ghost who died of anxiety while learning how to drive stick shift. Do we remember? Let me tell you about a panda. Pandas, all they want is to relax. But they're in black and white, much like you, Ref Louise. And all they want is color. Color. Can't we just give them the color they want? Or buckets of paint, so perhaps they too won't be a bumbling nerve of anxiety and locked behind the cages, even if they're living in the wild, you know? They're in cages of anxiety. Let's not fill our world with panda ghosts. Or maybe that would be nice for me. Ooh.
It's like you're trying to convince us you're a ghost.
No, I am. I'm dead.
Okay. To tell you what, I'm gonna give this one to the Pinterest board again. This got to go to the Pinterest board again. All right. So let's see. Let me do. Oh, here you go. Let's see. What is the perfect gift to get me for my birthday? Let's start with. You know what? Let's go with. Let's start with Jonathan on this one.
I think the best gift to give you, Ref Louise, a ghost would give you, of course, a panda. A panda that was covered in all the colors of paint and also in a small stucco room. That's right. I think that would make you the happiest. I'm not alive.
No. Let's go with King Christian.
Hello. Well, Louise, a survey conducted by ECA International in 2011 placed Oslo as the second most expensive city in the world for living expenses after Tokyo. Now, I know you like to travel, so I'd give you cash. And burn you alive.
He's not wrong. I do like that. All right, and finally, the Pinterest board.
Oh, Louise, I'd give you what I also want, which is just like a couple clicks here and there, a little attention, a little TLC. You know, who doesn't? Please make me relevant again.
Where'd she go? What? All right, just to bring back the ghost, I'm gonna go ahead and give the point to the Pinterest board. There it is. I'm gonna give it to the Pinterest board. All right, so third point to the Pinterest board, and I'm gonna go ahead and just call it right there and say that the Pinterest board is gonna be our gayest ghost for today. Alex, how we feeling? How you doing? What are you thinking?
My gosh, I have never seen such delightfully gay spirits before. In all my years. And honestly, I think they made a lot of good points.
I still don't completely believe that Jonathan was dead. They made a lot of...
You can't just ask someone if they're alive, though.
Yeah, but they were trying pretty hard. Like, they were trying extra hard to convince me, and I wasn't kicking over. But we'll see. All right. Well, tell you what. I believe that it is time to get the other captain up here. So let me get the captain of the buses up on the screen. Captain Kelsey, how are you?
I'm so good. I can't even pretend to be mean anymore. I'm so good.
I don't know. I heard you're pretty mean.
That's what they say about me, Kelsey Mean Myers. But I'm not as mean as Simon, though. So.
I mean, you know, Simon is a full-time meanie, so.
I'm part-time.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, you got other interests. Simon is going pro. All right, so Captain Kelsey, tell me, what are you going to come back with?
Well, that's a tough one because we're spooky and we're gay, but we don't have that, so we're just going to put that energy into Oscar-winning moment.
Ooh, okay, fantastic. All right, so for the game of Oscar-winning moment, let's go ahead and get the players up on the screen. All right, so right now in the chat, here's what I want. We're gonna write the next Academy Award-winning movie right now, but it needs a title. We're gonna start with the title and work forward. So right now in the chat, if you were gonna write a screenplay, what would you call it? And it could be called anything you want in the world. Go ahead and throw that into the chat right now. So we're going to get the title for this Oscar-winning moment, and the bosses are going to start a scene. Now, anytime during their scene, I can blow my whistle and yell Oscar-winning moment. Who is ever speaking at them at the time, they are going to break into what is going to be their Oscar-winning moment. So, like, when they're announcing their name at the Academy Awards, this is the clip they're going to play to show you how acty this person is. So, let's jump right into it and get the name for this movie. Let's say that the name, ooh, I like this one. The name is going to be, all the way from Kate, The Frozen Lemonade of Fate. The Frozen Lemonade of Fate is the name of this movie, and we are about to watch a few Oscar-winning moments. So here we go, bosses. Your suggestion is The Frozen Lemonade of Fate, begin.
No. Kate, hang on. You hang on. We are going to get something to quench that thirst, okay?
But Tom, what about your thirst?
My thirst doesn't matter, Kate. My thirst doesn't matter until yours has been quenched.
Tom, I love you so much. But if one of us can't go on without the other, that's just
All right, we got 2 waters. One for you, one for you. Excellent. Let me know if you need anything. I'll be right over there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Todd, Oscar-winning moment.
I swear to God, they come here every Friday, and they never tip! Never once! And I give them great service. I show up with water. I bring them sodas if they want sodas. I bring them chicken if they want chicken. I do that thing with the napkins where they're turned into animals by folding. Whatever that's called. I give my heart to these people. I try to be the best way that I can. But no. Never a tip. Never a tip. All right. Back out there. And here's
I really like him.
You're a little hungry.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Like, he's the best. He's why we come here.
Honestly, it's as much as I love being here with you, I love when we see Evan. He's the best. He's the best waiter.
Is that his name? Huh.
That's his name? Why? What, did I get it
No,
wrong?
I didn't, I mean, we're here every week, but it's like the waiter, right?
Like Evan the waiter.
I just didn't know his name was Evan. Anyway, I'm glad we got you hydrated. You get so dramatic when you're dry.
Kelsey, Oscar-winning moment.
How's that for dry? How's that? I love you with my whole heart, but it's wet with passion. And there's no way I can hide that, including in my thirst, in my throat. I love you, but I love my liquids, water, lemonade, a milkshake, I don't know. And at this restaurant, I can get a drink for every type of craving I have. But you're the craving that I can't fill enough. I want to be good enough for you, Tom. I need it. I need it.
Evan? Evan, can
Yes.
we get some lemonades over here?
Oh, yes,
She's
absolutely.
going crazy.
It's been 30 minutes. I'll get you some lemonade, no problem.
Yeah, thanks.
That's fine.
Babe, I got you.
Maybe we should invite him to eat with us. I just feel like we're bothering him.
Babe, he's at work.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe he can come hang after with us and play apples to apples, or I don't know.
Sorry.
Play. Oscar-winning moment.
Evan, we have a proposition for you. We want to take you away from this place. And all I've ever wanted was a father. Now me and my wife don't have much, but what we can give you is love. We will never forget your name.
Audience, it is time to vote. Someone's about to win 5 points. Who is it going to be? Now you can see right there on your screens, we got Oscar-winning moment or poltergeist from the red team. So use those channel points. You can't take them with you. You can't leave them here. So go ahead and throw them into the voting box. Someone's got to win these 5 points, and you get to decide who that is. So go ahead and throw as many points as possible. Just clickety click, click, click away. Get those votes in there because someone is going to get these 5 points, and it might as well be one of our teams. You got a few more seconds left here. We're about to close this out. It should be a nail biter. We're getting quite close. Right, just a couple more seconds left. Alex, I can see you feeling the tension. You're feeling it, and you're feeling it, but good. All right.
Boy. This was a close one. Again, channel points are making the difference tonight, but Oscar-winning moment from the Chicago Bosses.
Baby Ram. Shout out to Mark Wilder, who actually was able to get 975 points in there for this. Oh my God. All right. So we got a tied up game. We got the Bosses with 5 and the BTQs with also 5, which means that we are completely tied up. So tell you what, Captain Cynthia, I'm gonna let you challenge Captain Kelsey to a game. What's it gonna be?
Oh yeah, we're gonna play the game I challenge you, Kelsey, to the game of letters from Campy Camp.
Ooh, letters from camp. Captain Kelsey, do you accept?
I don't know, I guess.
So yes?
Yeah.
All right, screen your teams. All right, so for the game of Letters from Camp, it's summer and everyone's starting to get out of school. We're planning trips. We're able to go back outside. Like, it is time to get the kids away. So we're sending them to camp. And they're going to write home to tell you how things are going. But we're going to send them to, it's not just like camping camp. It's going to be like very specialized camps. So right now, in the chat, do me a favor and throw in, how about a few suggestions of things that you have in your junk drawer that's not like string or scissors. How about when you were a kid and like you're a family member or someone, a caretaker, someone who you knew, gave you like $1 or $2, what's the thing that you would run out to buy with your couple of bucks? And then how about just how about something that's in your glove compartment? Or how about the trunk of your car that's not like a tire or a dead body? All right, so throw all those into the chat right now if you'd be so kind. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to take these suggestions and we're going to write home depending on the type of camp it is. So let's say that you were giving the suggestion of like, let's say you were giving bananas. So we would say something like, Dear Mom and Dad, I'm having a great time at Camp Banana. Too bad that it ends tomorrow and we're going to have to split. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you. She's correct. That joke was amazingly hilarious, and that's the bar. They might not all hit that high bar, but we're sure going to try. All right, so here we go. You're going to get to decide who's going to win the 5 points at the end of this round. So let's see. Which is going to be the very first one? The very first suggestion that I see is, let's go with a penny. A penny is going to be your suggestion. Penny is your suggestion. I'm going to call you out one by one. Here we go, players. Begin. Matt.
Dear parents, thanks for sending me to Penny Camp. I'm meeting a lot of friends for my upcoming business, and I'm connecting to all of them on LinkedIn.
Kelsey.
Oh, parents. Thank you so much for sending me to Penny Camp. I can't wait to come home and shower as I'm smelling a lot of scents.
All right, Simon.
Hello, parents. Thank you for sending me to Penny Camp. I have some opinions, but I would love your thoughts.
Todd.
Dear parents, no thanks for sending me to Penny Camp. It's effectively worthless and shouldn't exist anymore.
Cynthia.
Dear adults, thank you for sending me to Penny Camp. Let me tell you, it was a big success. Some might say it was a show copper.
Ashley.
Dear parental units, thank you for sending me to Penny Camp. I wish I had saved this experience instead of earning it.
All right, let's switch it up. Let's say that we are going to, hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is your suggestion. Give you a second, and then jumping in, Simon.
Listen, Mom, I'm pretty peeved you sent me to hand sanitizer camp. It's been nothing but Purell the whole time. Thank you, Kelsey.
Kelsey.
How could I do that? Dear parents, thank you so much for sending me to hand sanitizer camp. I will only speak to 99.9% of the friends I made. Again.
Matt.
Parents, thanks for sending me to hand sanitizer camp. I've been working out in the gym, blasting my quats, as in quaternary ammonium. A sanitizer. I've explained it.
Nope. And everyone knows that a joke is always better when you have to explain it, because then everyone gets to come along. All right, let's switch it up and change it to face masks. Let's switch it to face masks. Here we go, starting with Ashley.
Oh, Mom, thanks for sending me to face mask camp, but I'm gone now because I can't be contained.
Cynthia.
Dear parents, thank you for sending me to Face Mask Camp. It's been a joy, and I have so many stories for when I come home. I'm sure that you'll be masking me all sorts of questions.
Todd.
Dear folks, thanks for sending me to Face Mask Camp. I've already gotten in trouble 3 times. As you know, I have no filter.
Simon.
Oh boy, yeah, thank you so much, parents, for sending me to Face Mask Camp, but like the other kind, the beauty kind. It's been pretty fun, but it's time to glow.
Double points, yeah. Double points.
Todd.
Dear folks, thanks for sending me to Face Mask Camp again. I don't like it very much. And one thing about Face Mask Camp that they don't tell you when you're preparing for it is that you don't get to stay in cabins because they don't have them here. So.
Oh, this is the kind of letter that when even the parents get it, they're like,
I didn't think you called me twice. I wasn't ready.
You gotta be ready, bro.
No, I know.
All right, let's change it one more time.
We had him!
I know. Let's switch it over to egg timer. The suggestion is egg timer, and just because you didn't get to do it, Matt, you'll go first.
Parents, I don't like that you sent me to Egg Timer Camp. It was the bane of my existence.
Ashley.
Oh, Dad, thanks so much for sending me to the camp that we're at.
Egg timer.
I know what it's called, but I don't want to say the name because it gave me a couple dings.
I walked right into that one. Kelsey.
All right, dear Aunt Kim. Thank y'all for sending me to Egg Timer Camp. But you know what? I've got a bone to pick with you. Because Egg Timer Camp is not all what it's cracked up to be.
Hey! Yeah! Simon!
Okay, sure. Hey, Grandma, thanks for sending me to Egg Timer Camp. You know, I've done a lot of stuff. I've taken a lot of whisks.
Cynthia!
Dear parents, thank you so much for sending me to Egg Timer Camp. I feel like I've learned everything, and now I've become a star on TikTok.
We'll call it there!
That's clever.
Time to vote! You see that? That's some voting going on. That is live action voting happening right in front of your face, and you could participate simply by clicking on that vote button. And the thing is, you don't even get to do it just once. You get to do it as many times as you want, depending on how many points you got. Last time I checked, I had like 70.9 thousand points. So I'm gonna have to start coming to a lot more of these shows and just voting as crazily as I can, which you can do right now. Which I could also do right now, but it doesn't seem right to have me.
I am.
What's happening? Here we go.
This is neck and neck. I'm gonna need an analyst in here to break down these percentages. It is.
Is that Todd voting? Todd is
I haven't
Yes!
seen anything
It
like
is
this
Todd
since
voting!
1994 comedy sports matches. But the winning team is the LGBTQ.
Thanks for the votes, Todd.
Even trying to cheat, you couldn't win, Todd.
I was accidentally voting for the wrong team. I realized like 30 seconds in.
Alright,
my God.
Proud moment for you, Todd. Proud moment. Alright, so we got Captain Kelsey, Captain Cynthia back on screen. Currently, we got our LBTQs in the lead with 10-5. So I'm going to go ahead and challenge both teams to the game of 6 things. How do we feel about that?
Ooh, I love it right now. Thank you.
Right? I know. I knew it was coming, and still I got
Oh no,
excited.
Kelsey, are you okay?
I'm freaking crying.
Why? I thought you were the happiest.
Well, I'm not happy crying. I'm a different emotion every time, I guess.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You're allowed to be a well-rounded person. Tell you what, why don't we go ahead and play some 6 things? And captains, why don't you tell me who we're sending out?
I'm gonna send out my boy Simon. What?
My boy! And who's Simon playing against?
Well, Simon's got to teach me how to be meaner, so I'm going to go meet him, and I'm going to go against Simon.
Fantastic. So Kelsey versus Simon, they have both gone out into our soundproof Hollywood, we'll call it. So there you go. We're about to play some 6 things. So here's how it's going to work. You can see the 6 things right there on the screen. So we're going to change it up just a little bit. This is the ultimate guessing game, so we're going to make it up we're going to make it just a little harder for them as we roll along, since both of them are very good experts at this game. So here we go. How are we going to do this? So what's the very first one? Lawn darts. Right now in the chat, do me a favor, and what is something that it would take, let's say, at least 4 people to pick up? What is something that it would take 4 people to pick up? And then also, how about what is a piece of clothing or something that you wear that you have always wanted to try, but you've never actually done it? You've never actually I'm gonna wear it today. Today's the day I'm gonna wear it. But if today was the day that you were gonna wear it, what would it be? All right. So throw all of that into the chat if you would be so kind, and we are going to change this up just a little bit. All right. So let's see. For lawn darts, let's change this up and say that instead of lawn darts, you're actually using suspenders. Your lawn darts are actually suspenders. And then you are not, you're doing this on the dining room table. Yay, that's the first one. Go me. Alex, why don't you take the next one?
I would love to. Thank you so much. Actually throw some stuff in here for me. What is something that there is just a lot of? Like grains of sand or stars or drops of water in the ocean, but, maybe like a lot, but still more manageable. Go ahead and throw those in there. And then a location that is very loud, very rowdy, like a Cubs game, or outside in the streets surrounding a Cubs game, or on the train that is passing by a Cubs game. Perfect. So your pieces are replaced with mosquitoes, and you are playing chess at a Skrillex concert.
All right, let's move on to volleyball. So for volleyball, let's say, how about what is like a relic, either from a movie or like a book. So in Indiana Jones, he had to get those crystal skulls. Everybody knows that's the best one.
That's the one you went with. All right.
You like that? That's the one I went with. I mean, someone's got to get those crystal skulls, or like in National Treasure. Someone's
got to get the Declaration of Independence.
Someone's got to get the Declaration of Independence. So what's something that you could throw in there? And then also finally, how about what is who is a celebrity that you think I have a crush on? And I will say this, I have a crush on a lot of people. So, who's a celebrity that you think I have a crush on? All right, so let's change this up a bit. So volleyball. The volleyball itself is going to be, I like this. Dorothy's Ruby Slippers is the volleyball. And then the net itself is going to be, the net is Aubrey Plaza. And you are correct. Very much. Huge crush. Go, Alex, go.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if just came into possession of $500, what would you spend all 500 of it on? And then can you please put into the chat something that you have to use in your job no more than maybe 3 times a week? Yeah. Really, like at my work, I probably have to use let's see here. All kinds of fun stuff, really. Oh my goodness gracious, this is amazing. So the dog that you're walking is a drone. The dog is a drone, one of my favorite breeds. And the leash that you are using is a filing cabinet. Your leash has been replaced with a filing cabinet. So, yeah. Good luck, Wag.
I like how you set it up like you were going to tell us what your job was, but then you went, like, if that were me, I would use, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
It's like, what does he do? Why won't he tell
what
us?
do
Why
I
is he
do?
being weird about it?
Put what you think my job in the chat is. And
Sure,
then
let's go with that. For playing bridge, why don't you go ahead and in the chat, what do you think Alex's job is, dependent on what he just told us about it, which is practically nothing. So what do you think his job is? And also, hey, you know what? I own a monkey, and his birthday is coming up, and last year I bought him cymbals and a vest for his birthday. What should I buy him this year? Go ahead and throw that into the chat as well. So let's see. We're playing bridge. I really hope that this is what you think his job is. We're playing bridge, but the cards themselves, the cards are defibrillators. Which I like to think that's what they think your job is. You're just a defibrillator.
My initials actually do spell out AED, which is for automatic emergency defibrillator. So when I was a kid, I used to think that was mine all the time. But jumping over to chasing the ice cream truck, can you please also toss me in the chat?
Well, you know what? Hold on a second. I still gotta.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I'm jumping the gun here, bro.
Yeah, just because we were talking about you doesn't mean that it's all about you in that moment. All
Right.
right. All right. So let's see. One more thing. We were You made me lose my place. All right. So I said, what did I say? We said that the cards were the defibrillator, and you are playing with. Oh, okay. You're playing against a tiny sleeping bag. Your opponent is a tiny sleeping bag. Okay. Now it's all about Alex. Take it.
Ah, yeah. Hey, we're having dinner together. What do you make me? And also, we're about to go on a super cool road trip. Actually, you know what? No, I like this. I like this. Hey, fans in the chat, real quick, do you think I should drive the ice cream truck?
Oh, like should you be?
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing on the screen here. Cool. So the ice cream that you're gonna get is chicken parm.
Right.
You're not getting an ice cream cone. You're getting chicken parm, and I am the truck driver.
Great, fantastic. All right, so now you just saw we got the suggestions for all 6 things. The first 4 things are going to be worth 5 points each, but as you saw, we got just a little trickier with those last 2, and that's because we're going to double the points for those last 2. So those will be worth 10 points. So altogether, one team could get up to 40 points for this game. So it really is anybody's game at this point. All right, so how is this game going to work? Well, we're about to play the ultimate guessing game of 6 things. We got all these clues, and our 2 guessers are going to come back into the room here in just a second, and it's going to be their job to guess these 6 things. Each team is going to have 3 things. The blue team will have 1, 3, and 5, where the red team will have 2, 4, and 6. We'll volley back and forth. They're trying to guess these things, but you can't just rely on your team because the other guesser is watching right over your shoulder. So if you can't get your things within the 90 seconds allotted, the other team is going to have an opportunity to steal, which is why either team could get up to 40 points. They cannot use any actual English words to do this game. This is all going to be mime and gibberish. So gibberish, just a nonsensical made-up language. I would say and you would say or whatever you would want to say because this is a a made-up language. And then, of course, mime is just the art of being stuck in this box that I am currently in. All right, so that is everything that we need to cover for this game. I believe that we are set to go. Thing number 1 is up on your screens. Our guests are back in the room. We're going to have 90 seconds. Alex, let's do this, baby. 90 seconds begins now.
Basketball, 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 oh, basketball, full basketball, basketball, eba, dunk, basketball, 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 think, swoop, 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 what? Swoop.
1 minute.
Shabasaba, what? Shabasa, akara. Huarasha, Shabata.
Fwa! It's going about
30 seconds.
Ask about whoop, shrink, shrink, shrink.
All right, we'll stop there. We'll stop there. All right, Kelsey, you have... Alex?
20 seconds left on the clock.
You got 20 seconds left on the clock. Tell me, what are you doing?
Just lawn darting.
That's right.
My dart is suspenders, and I'm doing it at my kitchen table.
Ooh, close. I'm gonna have to call the specificity on that one. You got 20 seconds to fix it, though. So
Okay.
use that time wisely, players. Here we go. Those 20 seconds begin now.
Askabara, Shamana, Huaras Basara. Sarasaba. Squanamana, Parahom, Tosaba.
All right. You got 6 seconds left, Kelsey. You got 6 seconds left. Tell me, not final guess, because you still got 6 seconds left, but what's your guess?
All right, so I'm lawn darting with suspender darts on my dining room table.
Yeah, baby! Well done! Good job! All right, 5 points go to the bosses, and we move on to number 2. That means that we're gonna give the red team another 90 seconds on the clock. So here we go, players. 90 seconds begins now.
Hirasala hampakatina la hunsitiki, shampalaninga, hosabalada, sabra shambabara. Sabra. Shabaragala.
Thirty seconds left.
Simon, you have got
19 seconds left.
What are you doing?
Great, yeah, I'm playing chess. And the chess pieces are mosquitoes. And I'm in not kiss.
Don't worry, you still got 19 seconds to fix that last thing. Plenty of time. Starts now.
Shabala Hirazaraba, Shabara Dan and Zabara Heat, Zabara Hanta, Zabara
Oh, no.
Zabara Da, Zabara
10 seconds left.
Zabara Ching, ching, ching. Sabada-da.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Simon. I believe your time is up.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
I'll just playing old chess with mosquito pieces, and the location I'm at is Axlick.
The old axe lick.
The old Axlick.
Fantastic guess, Simon. Fantastic guess, yet wrong. Believe it or not. So, so I'm gonna let Kelsey guess. Kelsey, tell me, what were you doing? And remember, Axlick was already guessed.
So, look.
I was playing chess with mosquito pieces. I was doing it with Skrillex.
Whoa! You know, I will say this. There was I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Specifically a Skrillex concert, but you got the hard part, so I will give it to you.
I'll never do that again. That's peak right there.
Yeah.
That's what I listened to in college to study.
Oh, how odd. Okay, so so that gives you 5 points, which of course puts you in the lead. So let's move on to number 3. Here we go. Thing number 3, which means that, yep, Kelsey, you're back up. You have another 90 seconds on the clock, and that starts right now.
Só basketball, basketball. Achou basketball, esque basketball, esque basketball. Basketball. Tink, tink, tink. Bah.
She's a walla.
1 minute left.
Shut up. Wanast. Atara. Cholasa. Atara. Do-do-do-do. 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 Asaraba. Shanama. Sharaba. Sharaba. Asaraba.
All right, there it is.
30 seconds left.
You got 30 seconds. You got 33 seconds left. 33 seconds left, Kelsey. So tell me, give me your guess. ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing?
I am playing volleyball. I am the ball. Oh my god, my memory. The ball is the slippers, ruby red slippers, and the net is Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, baby!
Plaza.
Yes! Another point! Ooh. All right, so Kelsey is coming off of stealing 10 sweet points for her team as we move into thing number 4, which means that we're bringing Simon back up on the screen. All right, so Simon, you are now a little behind, but you got 90 seconds.
That's fine.
To start getting your team back up there. So here we go. You're a little miffed, but that's okay. I think we can fix it right now. Here we go. 90 seconds begins. Wow.
Arf, arf. He's. Yeah.
What's the matter?
Shamana hisala la hangatis la woman fashion indeed. Samada Shabada
1 minute.
Oh Shabada Sabada Sabada she's Abada Ushasa Ikalama ha
He's
Sabada
bing 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 bing. Yeah.
Sabada Hika Tamani
He's bang bang. Yeah. He's arf arf arf.
All right, Simon, time is up.
There are 38 seconds left.
Got 38 seconds left. Tell me, Simon. ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing?
I'm walking a little puppy dog. And my little puppy dog is a drone. And the leash is an old-timey filing cabinet.
I will take it. It is a filing cabinet. 5 points for your team. Well done. All right, so both teams are chasing the points for this round. It has been a fantastic round of 6 things so far. So what's happening right now? We're moving into things 5 and 6, which means what? These things are getting harder and the points are getting doublier. So here we go. Thing number 5 up on the screen. 10 points on the line. 90 seconds. Here we go. Begin.
Hey, let's go back. Tink, tink, tink. A spooshy, 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 spooshy.
Spooshy. Yeah, okay, spooshy.
Ashamala Saba. What is wish? What is that? Is she about? Oh, no, mano. Woo. Ascabasas. What? Shoot. What's my? She's a.
Oh.
Chasabasa.
Oh. Ask him. Ow.
Whoop,
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
whoop. That's what about. Whoop up. Whoop. Bleh. Ask him about. Ask him about. Hold on. Ask him about. Shook. Basketball.
10 seconds.
What?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Don't play bridge, whatever.
2 seconds left.
All right, you got 2 seconds left. What are you doing?
I'm playing bridge, I guess. My cards are defibrillator.
That's right.
Defibrillator. I don't know how to say it.
I can tell.
I am with. All right. I'm not gonna overthink this. Is it a really small sleeping bag?
It is a very small sleeping bag.
Hey man, anything goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Well done. Another 10 points to the bosses as we move into thing number 6. So this is it. This is it for the Elgin LBGTQs. This could be their final opportunity to get 10 points for their team. So here we go. Final round. 90 seconds on the clock. Final guesses.
Let's do it.
Begin.
Oh, yeah.
Shabada. Saga de hila namanaga. Ho. Shabada sibada. Shabada habada. Shabada. Safashi gala mahazari da bushusha.
Oh.
Shabada ha.
He's a fruit.
Ding. Samana hila ga.
1 minute left.
Yeah. Baba. Gibby.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
35 seconds left.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was it? 35?
35 seconds.
35 seconds. All right, you got 35 seconds left. Here we go. Final guess. What are you doing?
I will guess again if I need to. Thank you. I am chasing after the ice cream driver person, and my ice cream is a chicken Parmesan. And the driver is. I have two choices here, and I'm gonna go in order on my screen. I believe it's Alex DiVirgilio.
It is! Head points to the red team! Bitch. Alright, so that means that we got a score of 25 to the red team, and we forgot to ding Todd on his technical foul, which is going to cost him a point. But that also means that the bosses have 29 and the BTOs have 25, which means that the bosses are our winners for tonight.
Oh my goodness! Once again, let's hear it for both teams! Let's hear it for the ref! Let's hear it for Diamond David Yance on the keys! Let's hear it for your stage manager tonight, Jason Dice! Oh my goodness, and now let's please put your hands together for tonight's second place team, the Elgin BTQs. Once again, we have Matt Elwell, Diamond Collier, and your captain, Cynthia Kmack. And tonight's winning team, the Chicago Bosses. Once again, we have Todd Page, we have Ashley Victoria, and your captain, Kelsey Myers. And one more time for your referee this evening, Luis Cortez! Once again, I have been your host, your announcer this evening, Alex DiVirgilio. And please stick around. We have another show tonight at 9:30. And you can check us out on the internet if you're internet inclined at cscchicago.com. And check out our merch store. You can check out our merch store. Any of the things that happen in a show can, be found at Threadless in our merch store if we turn them into shirts. But that has been our Pride show tonight. We have Pride activities going once again all month long. So thank you so much for coming in tonight to our chat room to watch our show, to watch this match, and we will see you at the next match. Have a great night.
CSZ D&I Talks features the use of adult language and discussion of serious topics that may be new for certain viewers. Please be advised.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of CSZ Chicago's D&I Talks with your host, me, Luis, a longtime comedy sports player, both here in Chicago and also in Los Angeles. Now, of course, our Director of Diversity and Inclusion. A few months back, we started this show not only to introduce you to many of the ensemble members within Comedy Sports, but also introduce you to their backstories, their experiences, and what it's been like navigating the world of improv, not just in Chicago or any other city, but specifically Comedy Sports. We've been doing this for a few months now, and now here we are. I think I started this maybe October, November. A few months back, I said it had been a year, and when I went and looked back, it'd been 5 months.
Lies.
Lies. But we have an awesome episode today because it is actually, as I was sitting down to start this, I'm realizing it's the first time we can do an episode with someone else in the room besides me. The person is, of course, the Comedy Sports member herself. She is one of our directors of our musical directors, and she was also one of the judges for karaoke. And I think she's obviously gonna continue working with us and involving herself more and more in the theater. Also, she's my wife. Here with us today is Elisa Carlson. How are you?
I'm so well.
It's so funny that we got this far into the show, and I never thought, oh, I should just have Elisa sit in.
be in the same room.
Yeah, we could be in the same room.
Do you want to just talk like people?
And talk like people. But today, it's Pride Month. It's Pride Month here at Comedysportz Chicago and, of course, all over the world. And so I wanted to come on and talk about, I realized I haven't had an actual opportunity to sit down and like shoot one of my own episodes about this. Although, if you've watched, then you've heard me intersplice certain sections of my experiences over the last 22 years of doing comedy sports and improv overall. But one of the things I wanted to talk about today specifically is, because it is Pride Month, I wanted to talk about my own experiences in regards to that, because it's only been within the last, I'd say, 5 years, if not the last, 3 years, that I started to identify as queer. And before that, we had a lot of conversations about it, because since, high school, I'd kind of had inklings that there was something else there, that something else was different. I think at times maybe it did feel like something was wrong with me, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that I didn't know what it was, and I think a lot of us feel, I didn't feel like anybody else was going through it. So I felt wrong, I think, is probably at some point I started feeling that way. Specifically, I remember in high school, I think mostly because during those 90s years, we've talked about this, we've said there's a binary when it came to that sort of thing. So it was either you're straight or you're gay, there's nothing in the middle.
Well, and that, if you have even one thought.
If you've even thought about it once.
Look or what.
You're gay!
Okay.
So, yeah. So, coming from, a conservative Mexican family, Catholic. But no, yeah, so it was weird. I remember, sometimes I'd be looking at a guy, and then I'd kind of, think, oh, you're looking too long. And so I'd avert my eyes, thinking oh, that'll fix it. So it was weird. And then finally I moved out here, and I started hearing terms like heteroflexible. And that sounded a little closer, because you were around when we started using that.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I've been talking for a few minutes, so let me turn to you now and just...
And you talk about me.
you talk about me now. But,
yeah, that's why I'm here.
But as I was approaching you with these things, I would say fairly early on in our relationship, what do they feel like as I was presenting these things to you? And, I mean, because... Well, let me get your perspective first.
I was going to say, from the very beginning, I always had those, they're already very outdated terms, but the idea of, there's the Kinsey scale, and everyone's a 0 to a 6, and everyone kind of falls somewhere in the middle. So this is not anything new or unexpected or unusual or, shocking. It's just a conversation that we're having. And you and I we talk about everything always, all the time, from the beginning. All we did was talk, and it was kind of, nothing was off the table for us. So it was just, okay, here's another thing for us to work through and talk through and figure out together. We're really good at that.
And we talked about how when we first met, we realized, I don't think we acknowledged it until later, but we were both in a place where we were looking to explore and kind of analyze ourselves a bit more. We were both kind of coming out of these major changes, and so we were at a place where we wanted, maybe not someone to talk to about it, but wanted to connect with somebody about it.
Yeah.
And so we found ourselves chatting about this stuff a lot. And so heteroflexible came into play for a little while. And I think the biggest thing with the terms was that even now, I haven't felt, I don't know if I had a formal coming out in the hey world, I'm a queer man now, or have always been. Maybe that's what it was, because that's what we talked about. Is I don't feel new. I feel like I've always been like this. Now there's just a word.
And that's what's interesting because there is this idea of why does something have to have a label? Why does something have to have a name? But having access to this word kind of made certain things make sense. It was like I don't know what this is, or this doesn't have a term. This doesn't really have a place. I can't quite figure it out. And then suddenly here's this word queer, and you're like, oh yeah, this makes sense.
Well, and we talked about before where the fact, because there's a term, that means that it happened enough times to where someone had to create a word for it, which means there is a group of people that are this thing, which means I'm not alone.
Yes.
And that was the biggest weight off my shoulders in just connecting just with the word alone. Just the word itself because queer is a really broad term.
Queer is a very broad term.
It could refer to a lot of different things. And so it was connecting with the term, and then from that point it was defining what my connection with that term was.
CSE D&I Talks features the use of adult language and discussion of serious topics that may be new for certain viewers. Please be advised.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Comedysportz Chicago's D&I Talks with your host, me, Luis, a longtime comedy sports player here in Chicago and in Los Angeles, and also our Director of Diversity and Inclusion. Now, we started this show a while back to introduce everyone to our ensemble members, but also to hear their backstories, to hear their climb through the world of improv, not just in Chicago, but maybe in their hometowns as well, but also specifically here at Comedysportz Chicago. Now, today, boom, I did it. I reached the top. Like my reporting has finally gotten me all the way to the big guy. Today we have ensemble member and artistic director Jason Geis with us. Boom. What do you want your intro music to be here?
I don't know, just like something because that's such a good setup. I want it to be like really gay after that. Like I'm a little teapot.
All right, let me see what I can think of. I'll think of something. Okay. Today we have ensemble member and artistic director Jason Geis with us. Boom.
I'm gay. I'm really gay. I'm super duper gay.
How are you, friend?
I'm good. Congratulations on making it to the top of the mountain.
You know what? It's been months. Just rifling through papers, and I had to get a desk lamp, and it was just like a lot of brow beating. But here I am.
You're the Woodward and Burns of Comedysportz.
I was just gonna say. I was like, now I know how those two guys felt.
Very similar.
Yeah. So I'm just like, did I ever think that like my sociology degree would lead me to this point? No. But life is crazy. Life is just life,
Congrats.
But you can read all about it in my book.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil anything, but I live at the end.
Phew.
Yeah, well, I don't want to scare folks.
Yeah, don't scare anyone just yet.
All right, so I'm glad you're here. Glad we finally got a chance to chat. Especially since we are in the middle of Pride Month. You're wearing your Gunkel shirt. It's a good time for us to just kind of chit chat. Because you kind of had this very interesting entrance into the Comedysportz world.
Is that right?
I'm sorry?
Is that right?
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't know if you heard. But I don't know how many people actually have heard what that was like. But first, what I always start with everybody is just a little bit about you, a little bit about your background, and how you got into the world of improv.
Sure. Yeah. So I went to school at the University of Kentucky, and I went for music and theater, that sort of thing. And that I think anyone who goes to college for music and theater has a very similar experience. About halfway through, they're like, what am I doing? So as I was sort of like going through that process, I knew I liked being on stage, and I knew I liked, entertaining people, and I was always better at the more comedic roles, and I liked singing. I was really good at saxophone and clarinet, so I was able to like cobble together enough things to get me some scholarship money, and that sort of thing. So I did a lot of like performing arts in college, and I knew I wanted to move to Chicago probably around my junior or senior year of college. My uncle, who has since passed away, used to live up here, and we would come up here a lot. And I just remember toward my junior and senior year, we would come up to Chicago a lot for various trips. And I remember going to like Second City and IO and all those things and being like, this is what I want to do. So when I graduated college, I'd come up here on like spring break and auditioned for conservatory. And got in, and my mom and dad thought it was like the coolest thing in the world. They're like, you got into Second City? I'm like, let me level set. I got into the ability to take a class at Second City, or eliminate 5 levels of classes essentially. But they thought it was great. They thought it was a big deal. So I moved up here in 1999 and enrolled. When I first moved to Chicago, I didn't have an apartment because I had also gotten a job inadvertently in advertising. My roommate in college was in the advertising program, and they were doing this big advertising competition where like every college got the same brief, and they all had to come up with campaigns. It was for a new Toyota car, I think, at the time, and no one knew how to do design. So I learned how to do design to help him because he was a writer, and so he would bring me to the meetings with him, and the professor was like, "You're fun. You're real fun. Like, you can present. You seem like..." So they had me as part of the presentation team. So I was in Chicago for this presentation, and a bunch of ad agencies saw me and were like, "Hey, do you want to work in an ad agency after college?" I was like, yes. I didn't go to school for it. I don't have a portfolio. Didn't matter. So I got hired at one of the larger ad agencies in the world, Fulcone Belding. So I had a job, and I knew I was starting conservatory, but I didn't have a place to live. So
then you ran PH for a few years.
Yeah, so PH, that's the other thing. It's a unique experience when you're running a theater while also taking classes elsewhere. Because the thing that I think helped me, honestly, is I was never in a desperation mode to get on a team or to get placed on anything because I had something. I had a thing that I was running that was pretty consuming. This all was great and I was loving it, but I wasn't like if I don't get on an IO team, my life is over. That a lot of us get to that point. So yeah, I ran PH from 2001 to 2017. So 16 years.
16 years.
Yeah.
While still just kind of like taking classes and doing all this other stuff and
and I was on I think I was on a total when all was said and done 17 or 18 IO teams, 2 or 3 playground teams, a bunch of independent teams, a bunch of sketch shows. I was in Gayco. I directed a bunch of stuff for companies. I directed something for Mission Improbable. I was doing a ton of stuff still, but PH was always my focus. Yeah.
So what eventually brought you over to Comedysportz?
Cynthia Kamak. When PH closed in 2017, I decided I wasn't going to do improv anymore. I took a break, and I was like, you know what? I've been doing this since I was 21 years old, nonstop, with no break. And I was now at that time, oh God, I can't do the math. I'm too old. 38, 39. And I just was like, you know what? I just don't want to do this anymore. I don't find any joy in it because PH ended sort of badly. And it was it left a real bad taste in my mouth. I had just come off being in a fairly precarious medical condition for the last year and a half where I had to relearn how to walk and all this other stuff. So I was in a new sort of headspace. I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to do this. And I was actually about to move to LA. I had been interviewing at ad agencies in LA. I had been looking at apartments. I had gotten a job offer in LA. And so I was in the process of like figuring out a move to LA. And Cynthia had called me up and she was like, hey, I know you've never been able to do Comedysportz because PH and Comedysportz always rehearsed at the same time. So I was never able to do both. And she's like, hey, they're having auditions. And I was like, And she's like, well, I put your name in if you're interested in doing it. And I'm like, I don't know. And you know, Kamak, like she's very persuasive and very like, I think you need to do it. I put my word in there.
It wasn't too long after that the job opening for artistic director came in, and it was this very like multifaceted interview that you kind of had to go through to eventually end up getting the job. But I guess my bigger question is around the idea of like what's it like to essentially take over at a place that you're still essentially
new,
but learning how to do the things.
Yeah, no, I think that's been the like weirdest part of this whole journey is because any other time I was with a director or a coach or anything else, I sort of came in with a very like, oh, I know this group, or I know what they're going for, or I know the show I'm directing, or I know the place I'm running. Whereas this was it was very intimidating because I knew a lot of the players had been here many years, some as long as like 10, 20 years had been playing. And I knew I was not the obvious choice for this job. And I knew I was probably not necessarily the most popular choice for the job. I was an unknown quantity to a lot of people. A lot of people didn't quite know me, or they knew me in passing, or that sort of thing, or as the guy who ran PH. But being dropped into something and have to run it while you're learning it is a fairly humbling experience, I'll be honest. Especially something as like storied as Comedysportz. And it's not like Second City where they can just pick a new director for a new review. Like that new review, you work on it, right? It's not an established thing. You help create it with the writers and you put it up. This was like, oh no, this is a tried and true 30-year proven thing. Here you go. What are you going to do with it? And I think there was a lot of people just sort of like, what are you doing? Like what makes you qualified to even do this? So it was very like, and I still honestly, like 2 years into it, I still very much feel like I'm walking on eggshells all the time of like, I just don't want to mess this up because it's such a like well-known, I mean, you've been doing it for 20 years and it's in 30 cities and it's this whole thing that I had no idea existed. It's a very intimidating process, even for someone like me who's been doing this for a very long time. Like I've been doing improv for, you've seen it since 1999, like a long time. I know what I'm doing. I'm confident what I'm doing. I've been a director for a long time, but this is a whole other thing.
It does kind of have its own like life onto itself of just like what the show is. And, as we've both learned, each city is very adamant about, well, it should be this, it's more like this, and everyone has their opinion on it. And I think having done it as long as I've done it, my biggest takeaway is just kind of like, as long as the audience is being entertained, like it doesn't really matter. But I didn't really have a horse in the race.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting because whenever you direct something, every director has a different approach, and you've worked with a ton of directors, and you do legit theater too, so you've experienced this on every front. Is that every director sort of approaches how they work with the cast or an ensemble in a different way, and I've sort of really grown and evolved as a director over time too. Like I used to be more of an asshole, I know more, but that wasn't working. But when I came into this and like toward the tail end of PH and some of the other things I was directing, I was finding more success in just like meeting people where they were and not directing like as a whole. Like this is how I'm going to direct to all of you. Like everyone sort of needs a different way of being communicated to. So this ensemble in particular, like there were so many opinions. There were so many different, the thing that sparked me to apply for the job was I think I was in the cast 3, 4, 5 weeks maybe, and there was a big town hall and everyone was upset and there was a lot of opinions and a lot of feelings and people stomping out and like it was crazy. And I just sort of was like, there's no ensemble here. Like there's not a cohesive, like not everyone feels like they're part of the same thing. It feels like there are like 8 or 9 different fit pockets, right? And like even when I would come to practices or rehearsals, there weren't a lot of people there. It was like all the new people and maybe like a few diehards, but it was very like this very odd thing. So like in coming into this as a director, I was very much like, I just need to meet everyone and figure out what makes them tick and how I need to sort of approach each of the people differently. So I made everyone do a one-on-one with me when I started so that I could get a sense of like, okay, this is what I've got. This is how I have to approach it. But it was a really fun experience for me because I haven't truly done something that I would consider like, original is not the thing to describe Comedy Sportz, but I would say challenging as a director in a long time.
Let me ask you. You mentioned you didn't really come out until you were about 30.
Yeah.
And which I had a similar experience where I didn't really start embracing that my queerness until I was like 37 or something like that. 35, something like that. But so now. As we try to, do more of these Pride events and connect more with the Pride community, how are you connecting those two sort of experiences for yourself, where like we're kind of having this kind of late in life connection along with this later in life embracing of your sexuality?
Yeah, I think it's funny. I think like Comedy Sportz is finally coming out too, right? Like you look at how queer our ensemble is, and it's like it's kind of amazing. And so like for me, a lot of the reasons I wasn't coming out, I was overweight. I was like 400 plus pounds, and I just like had convinced myself that sexuality didn't really matter because I wasn't gonna find anyone anyway. So I just really kept repressing it. And when I finally did come out, it was a big no shit to like everybody. Everyone's like, oh. So like my mom was finally like, yeah, thank God. So it was not this like, oh, I was scared of my family or how my friends were going to receive it or anything like that. I just didn't feel like there was a place for it, if I'm being honest. Like I just didn't feel like in the community I was in, there wasn't a lot. I didn't want to be this is gonna sound funny. Like I didn't want to be the fat gay comic, or I didn't want to be like I didn't want that to affect how I was playing because I was seeing that happening in the community. Like it was almost like commedia dell'arte. There was like, oh, it's the white kids and then the one person of color and the gay, and the gay would get all the stereotype roles of the gay, and I didn't want to do that. And when I did come out, that did start to happen. Like I different teams I was on, or I'd get cast for things, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna be the gay guy," and I'm like, "Well, what does that mean?" So there was a little bit of that, and the way I sort of, overcame that was just playing through like that just happens to be who I am. I'm not necessarily gonna do that, but I have the choice to initiate that way if I want to. And so when I started, and this bled into how I directed PH too. But more specifically in Comedy Sportz, where it's like, we have to make it okay for these things to exist, but not the punchline or not the reason for the joke or the reason for the character or the reason for that. And so getting these things more normalized within the space was really important to me. Not just Pride, but everything from Black History Month to all the initiatives that you've been working on. To me, that was really important. It was part of my pitch as an artistic director, is that we have to start normalizing these things and just showing them. Like, have a gay couple in a scene that isn't in June. Like, oh no, what if we have a married two lesbians in a scene together in February? What would that look like? So trying to normalize these sort of things was really important to me in Comedy Sportz, because there was this very aha moment of like, hey, we're like 2 blocks from one of the gayest neighborhoods in the world, and none of that community has any idea that they're welcome at this place, which is nuts, because the whole thing is comedy for everyone. So being able to sort of like, not necessarily like put a rainbow on everything and call it a day, but start to normalize and have these casts that are maybe like, the funny thing is, like, when we were setting up the Pride matches, I'm like, these are teams that already have played together before. Like, we've already had an all queer match without even purposefully doing it. And that's the goal for me, is like, as these events become, and we highlight these different communities within our ensemble more and more, it shouldn't necessarily be like I have to scramble or like put them together. It's like, oh yeah, you've seen this before. We're just really celebrating them during this time and like giving them the spotlight that they deserve. And that was the big thing for Comedysportz, that I think, is still going through some evolution and some growing pains of like, where does especially I think from a POC standpoint and a queer standpoint of like, where does that fit in this very like cookie cutter, white bread, family sort of oriented show? Like, and how does that react? I know, early on, one of the conversations we had to have is like, when I wanted to start doing Pride stuff, was the question like, is that family friendly? And I really had to like, and that's you'd be quick to jump on like, how dare anyone ask that? That's such an asshole question. And it's like, it's really not, when you think about it. Like, there's so many people who just aren't aware of the lifestyles, and they only know the stereotypes because that's all we've ever really shown them. Like, if you think about like even Will and Grace, like Jack was a stereotype and Will never kissed anybody. So the thing that...
Is that true?
I think like not until the like very final season did he even kiss his boyfriend. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? That was the lens of which we saw gay people, right? That we were the big best friend or the kooky like feather boa character. And so for someone to ask, is that family friendly? And everyone was innuendo, right? Every gay character was double entendre and innuendo and clever. And, while that is true, I think that's the question that came up right away of like, is this appropriate for our audience? And it's like, have you been to Andersonville? It's just all gays with strollers. And it's, I think that was part of it too, is a little bit of an education of, the system in general. Like, this is normal. This is like, don't treat it as special or weird, and it won't feel special or weird. Just treat it as normal and people will start to accept it. And that was the big thing that I had to bring from like, I came out too late to have a bigger impact on things like my IO teams and things that were earlier. But I was, when I took this over, I was fully proud of who I was, very out, very, and not that I wanted to like, just like paint the whole ensemble rainbow and make everything queer, but it was more about like bringing that inclusivity and that sense of family into it so that everyone felt welcome, no matter what community, going back to that, like when I was sitting there and there were like 8 different communities within the theater, how do we make them all, they can still exist. Like, there still are all the gay players, right? And there still are all the POC players. There still all are but they all feel like they can hang with each other and they all feel welcome in the same place, and they can share each other's experience and that intersectionality. And that I think is key to what, your original question of like creating the ensemble. That's how you create an ensemble. CSEN and welcome to an entire month of Pride activity. That's right, all June you're going to be seeing LGBTQIA plus acts from all over the country right here on CSEN. Now, I am so proud to be part of our LGBT community within the theater and so proud to announce all of the things we'll be doing this entire month. Now, starting on Fridays at 7:30 and Saturdays at 9:30, our classic comedy sports matches will be played by all of our LGBT cast members from around the building. So you're gonna wanna check that out. That's gonna be incredibly fun. Saturday nights at 11, what was normally Late Night Roulette is now Rainbow A Go-Go with our host, Holly Ballou.
Thanks, Jason. Hi, I'm Holly Ballou, furry princess extraordinaire, and this June, I'm hosting Rainbow A Go-Go. What's Rainbow A Go-Go, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did. It's only the hottest streaming queer variety show on Twitch. Every Saturday at 11 p.m., after the kids have gone to bed, we turn things up to... Really? Okay. We turn things up to Queer 11 and bring you the best LGBTQ acts right to your screen. We've got singers, character pieces, drag queens, magicians, you name it, we got it. It's nothing but fun, stuffed into 6 pairs of tights and wrapped in a bow. Kind of like me. So join me every Saturday in June for Rainbow Go-Go, and let's have some fun. Mwah, 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 mwah. Back to you, Jason.
Never seen Holly Ballou, it's worth tuning in just to see Holly. That's gonna happen every Saturday night at 11. Also on Saturday nights, in between our 7:30 and 9:30 comedy sports matches, we're going to have Queer's the Question, an all-queer trivia show hosted by various members of the LGBT community within Comedy Sports, and we're gonna test what people know about LGBT culture, history, famous politicians, famous celebrities, all sorts of gay, lesbian, trans, bi, and everyone else sort of trivia within that. So that's every Saturday between the 7:30 and 9:30 match, and all are welcome for that as well. And this is all culminating in one final magical event at the end of the month. That's right, we have a worldwide Pride weekend where we have invited players from all over the Comedy Sports universe, from all of our 30 cities, to come sit in with us and play. So every match that entire weekend will be populated with LGBTQIA plus members from all over the Comedy Sports universe, some of which you have seen before, some of which you will meet for the first time, but either way, we are incredibly excited and honored to be hosting that event, and that's the last weekend of June. There are so many things to do, and as the world opens back up, we know that your time is valuable and any minute you spend with us is amazing and magical. So please join us in celebrating what we consider one of the most magical months of the year, and we cannot wait to see you there. Now I'm going to dance my way out of this while I magically disappear. Oh no! I went back to the future! Oh, and by the way, we have an amazing Pride shirt. You're gonna love it. Okay, no, hold on.
Hey, my name's Jesse Gomez, host of the upcoming movie trivia game show, Person, Place, Thing. It premieres Thursday, April 15th at 7 p.m. on the Comedy Sports Twitch channel. My best friend Carlos Diaz created the game, and my buddy Miguel Lepe Jr. wrote it. And each week, I'm going to invite 2 contestants to test their movie knowledge. And you can play along at home as well. We'll give you the person, a place, and a thing from a movie, and you've got to come up with the title.
Hi, I'm Allie Vollmer, and I'm the host of the newest show, CSZN Squares. We'll take 9 crazy characters and trap them on a tic-tac-toe board where they have to answer trivia questions. And our 2 contestants will have to determine, are our characters telling the truth or are they lying? And the contestant with the most points wins. It's simple. It's stupid. It's CSZN Squares. You'll find us Thursdays at 8 o'clock following Person, Place, Thing, only on CSZN Chicago.
Oh, hey there. I was just playing some nighttime jazz here in Chicago. Speaking of nighttime, late night is our favorite new nighttime time of night. We have brand new shows for subscribers only, airing right after our 9:30 match. They're old throwbacks of classic 70s game shows like Super Password, $10,000 Pyramid, Card Sharks, and more. Tune in every Saturday directly after the 9:30 p.m. Comedysportz match and make sure you're a subscriber so you can take a spin of the late night roulette. Touch this in 20 years.
Hello, Gladys. Gladys Pumpernickel. It's me, Nana Hannah.
You want my Nana.
Hmm?
Hannah, you're not my Nana. You're just Hannah.
Oh, you're such a stinker, Gladys Pumpernickel. My fans on the Twitch call me Nana Hannah. It's my stage nom.
Oh, you have fans?
On the Twitch.
You have Twitch?
I bet you need me to tell you what a Twitch is. Well, here's how it all started.
No. I'm Pumpernickel Up the Jams 42. I stream NBA 2K.
Oh, Gladys. How wonderful for you and your family.
What do you stream on Twitch?
Comedysportz.
Is that an MMORPG? Or is it more of a battle royale situation?
Gladys Pumpernickel, I have no idea what you're saying right now, and I have the right mind to go get an old priest and a new priest and march right over there to bring you some of my world-famous salmon bread, of course.
Oh, I do love your salmon bread.
Anyway, Comedysportz is...
Hello, it is Friday, June 11th, and you're here for CSCN Chicago's 9:30 Comedysportz match. I hope you all just came from the 7:30. I hope you totally enjoyed and loved our D&I talks in between. If not, welcome very much. You're about to see some improvised comedy played as a sport. It's comedy that is a sport and not sports, you see. And so we're all athletes here, is what my big point is. You're about to see improv. It's all being made up off the top of everyone's heads. However, there will be winners, there will be losers, and there will be you, our loyal fans, the ones who determine it all. Right to the right of your screen, if your screen is set up like mine, you should see a wee chat room just there. Our chat room is where you can put all of the suggestions that we will use tonight for to make our comedy upon. Those suggestions, feel free to give as many as you'd like every time you're asked for one. For example, Tonight, it's Friday. It's the weekend. It's summer. It's warm outside if you're in Chicago or in Arizona. My mom just told me it's 117 next week in Arizona. Fahrenheit. What? That's bananas. What is your favorite hot summer weekend activity? Or if you do not have Saturday, Sunday weekends, if you have a weekend randomly throughout the day, or if weekends are just not a thing for you, what are you gonna play hooky to do? What is that activity? Throw that in the chat, because the chat is where we're gonna get all of the suggestions for tonight. Now the chat is a cool place to be because we keep it clean. We keep it clean in the chat, we keep it clean in the show. We have something in this show called the Out of Bounds Firewall. And it is the most ominous of organ. That's right. A spoopy organ ghost will come and punish us all if we say anything out of bounds. It's actually the wonderful MD David Yance tonight on the keys. This out of bounds foul is for you, our loyal fans, to keep it clean and keep it cool in the chat, but it's also for our players because we are making things off the top of our head. If at any point somebody says anything yucky, no, gross town, our ref will blow her whistle, take away as many points as she wants, and punish them accordingly. So, fantastic. Keep throwing in those suggestions just like that all through the night. Gorgeous. These are perfect activities. Oh, y'all are being so nice. Drinking sweet tea, me too. That's all I'll do all summer long. I'm gonna make some beautiful sun tea later. Now, next thing that we need to do in Twitch is do a poll, because one of the ways that you give points tonight, loyal fans, is through a poll. It is up to you when we ask you to vote which team will get those points. So I'm gonna throw up a poll. Is today your Friday? Or is it not? Like, yay! So ready, here it comes. Fry-yay, or boo, no weekend yet. So, and it's said just like that. So this poll should appear just at the top of your chat right now. You can scroll your little mouse right up there and pick one. Now, is it coming? Did it work? Is the poll there? I don't see it. I hope it is. Nope. Kate doesn't see it either. Well, in our hearts, there's a poll. We'll try one more time. Does this poll work? We're all here together. This will connect to another foul you'll learn about later on. Yes. No. Okay. This will connect to another foul we'll learn about in just a moment. A poll is already active, it says. Well, we will see another poll later on in the show, and I promise if we are confused at all, I will talk us through it then. I believe in each and every one of you. Poll, basically, vote for who you want to win. Whoever gets the most votes wins. Pretty cool? I think so. So, fantastic. We know how to use the chat. We know that there will be a poll. It will look amazing. And we know that there's about to be some competitive improv. Very cool. The other thing to note is that Comedysportz CSDN Chicago is celebrating Pride all month. You saw the 7:30 show was a Pride-tastic show, fantastic, featuring our players. And please go ahead and, yes, check out csdnchicago.com/shows/Pride Month to see more about that. I think that's everything I want to cover for now, because there's something much more important than me just chatting. It's a comedy show. Are you ready? Let's get it started! Woohoo! That's right, it is Friday, 9:30. You are virtually in Chicago for comedy. It is a battle of the ages. We've got corporate people and we've got boat people, and they're finally facing off. Belmont Harbor boat people sailing in all the way from Lake Michigan into the salty duck-filled waters of Belmont Harbor. It is Skipper Ryan Ford. Aye, aye, Skipper. And helming the boat stern, it's First Mate Jesse Gomez. Look at that beautiful hat. Jesse knows what he's doing with a boat. And this boat would absolutely sink if not for the leadership and strong vocal quality of Captain Heather Show. The Belmont Harbor boat people are here to compete with our defending champions, the corporate kings and queens, the royalty, the Chicago bosses, all the way from downtown Chicago. We have executive assistant of all of our hearts, Vinny Tangerlini. Look at him. Yeah, he'll get back to your email, don't worry. President of this corporation and very in charge of herself and her destiny, it's Fiona Stevens. Tapping away, tippity-tack, tapping away. Keeping us all in line. In charge of all of the downtown Chicago bosses, it is Chief Executive Officer Carly Cohig. Carly, what's that? Nah, not here. We're all about business. Now, we're not just a bunch of corporate people and boat people, no, because we have Queen Referee Meg Kennedy in charge of us all. Thank you, Meg. Woo!
Hello. Tara, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know what? I'm feeling good. It's Pride Month, which is exhilarating. We've got this great show, which is exhilarating. And I'm looking at a fun grouping of hats and humans. So altogether exhilarating.
Exhilarating. I'm exhilarated too.
I love it. Okay, cool. So Tara covered everything. We've got the out of bounds foul. If you say something, no, uh-oh. And I will call it on you, the players, or you, the loyal fan viewers, or you, our stage manager. Gasp. It's unlikely he is my boss. But, you know, always possible. You never know, Jason. You're a recent birthday boy. Anything can happen. And we will also call a technical foul if their computer freezes, if they are on mute, if they do something otherwise technical. Thanks, Yance. And aside from that, I am here to ref the games. I am here to ref the match. I am here to ref whatever I see fit because I washed my hair, so it's a big day.
Wow.
I'm in charge, and I'll be coming to you in the chat for many things. So let's get some 6s and 7s in the chat as like a way to say hey. And a little cheer section.
We can't clap, can't hear your clapping, so 6s and 7s is how we know.
It's true. Oh no, Tara, you have to look at you're gonna read it.
I thought the 6s and 7s would like translate into sound into my ears and it would sound like ooh.
Oh, like a little seashell.
Yeah.
You know what? It might. But to that end, Tara, did we cover everything?
I think we did.
Great. This show is off to a kickin' start. Fantastic. Let's get captains to the field.
Ahoy!
Ahoy! And a wave.
Yeah,
hey, folks. Captain Heather, Captain Carly, it's lovely to see you. How are you doing on this auspicious evening?
I am a captain, thank you.
Why is it so auspicious? Did somebody murder somebody?
What? No, why do you ask?
Suspicious, auspicious.
Nothing strange happened on my boat.
This is
oh my God.
Part comedy show, part GRE vocab prep course.
Does it?
I have major
means a
concerns
singular
about the
suspicion?
cast tonight.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. Suspicious. Fantastic. And then while we're going, Tara, did we get a poll of who has been here before? Do we have returning folks? Do we have anyone new?
It's all a mystery to me because the poll itself had a technical foul. Could you take points away, please?
Oh my
from
God.
The poll,
Paul, you've lost 5 points, Paul. Get it together. So in the chat, can you put in if this is your first time with us, welcome. If you've been here before, give a little toot toot hello.
Toot toot, my boat goes toot toot.
Eons, on keys and on hype tonight, we got David Yance. All right. He is an old-timey car. Captain's fantastic. So this is wonderful. We're doing really well. We're gonna do a classic coin toss, and because we are not in person, we're going to do it virtually, in the form of, I'm going to ask a trivia question, and what is Ryan Ford wearing? You'll all see it soon. A true beauty. In honor of the nautical theme, I'm going to ask a trivia question, and whoever gets closest will win the coin toss. And if someone gets it exactly, they will get 5 bonus points. Ooh!
Okay.
No rules, baby. Okay. It's the 9:30 show. It's an auspicious
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'm feeling very auspicious.
So the question is, the wonderful state of New Hampshire. Motto, live free or die. How many miles of coastline does New Hampshire have? I know it. I'd be an excellent phone-a-friend. All right. Have we locked in those votes? Carly!
I believe that the non-auspicious state of New Hampshire has 413 miles of coast.
First of all, please subtract 5 points from the blue team for dogging on the most beautiful state.
No, we established that auspicious is a singular suspicion.
It's not suspicious. Heather, what you got?
I don't think that New Hampshire borders an ocean. Am I wrong?
First of all, you're all butts. Delete 5 points from everyone. And I'm annoyed, obviously. Everyone's a butt.
Am I wrong?
Thank you, Yance. Give 5 points to Yance. You're all monsters. I'm ending the show here.
Can I have Yance's points on the blue team?
No, Carly.
Okay.
Oh wait,
I'm running the show.
I remember now. I remember it does have some, but I'm not changing my answer. I just
You
remember now
monsters!
that I saw the ocean there. Okay.
Give myself 18 points, please. 1 for each beautiful mile of coastline that New Hampshire has. 18 is the answer. You monsters.
On the Atlantic Ocean.
All right, Carly, you annoyed me less than that, so you get to choose.
Oh, that's surprising.
It was a real toss-up.
Truly, because we learned that fun fact, I would like to play I Want It That Way.
Perfect. Heather, you monster, do you accept?
Tell me why I was more annoying. Tell me why.
Because you suggested that New Hampshire was Vermont. And in that vein, let's get Tell Me Why. Excellent. We are going to play a game in honor of BSB, the Backstreet Boys, who are always relevant. We are going to play a game, and we're going to need some words. So can I get in the chat some monosyllabic words, perhaps a name, perhaps another word with only 1 syllable? And if you're thinking of typing in, New Hampshire has 18 beautiful miles of coastline, I'd appreciate it, but it is too many syllables. So we are going to play a game where we will sing to the tune of Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way. And we will use the word to rhyme, and each new person will have to rhyme with that word. And if they cannot think of a rhyme, if they repeat a rhyme, or if they say a word that's not a rhyme, then they are clap, clap, overboard.
Nice.
So this is excellent. Just like seeing all your cute little faces. Okay, great. Tara, do we have a word in here? What we got?
We have a billion words. Almost.
A billion!
Yeah, almost as many words as New Hampshire has coastline miles.
Oh my God. Thank you. Tara, give yourself a point. Give yourself 5 beautiful points. Excellent. So we are going to use the word. Oh, Amanda Brock, you little minx. You said Maine. I'll take it because it's New England, and I'll take what we can get. The word is Maine. And do we have an order, Tara?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Perfect.
Order's gonna go just down the line, starting with the blue team. So we'll start Carly, then hop over to Heather, and so on. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yeah. It sure does. Thank you so much. Excellent. So let's kick things off. Your word is Maine for the game of I Want It That Way. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Tara, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Live free or die, babies. Go.
Up in the east, it's Maine.
A Batman villain named Bane.
I have a sweet tooth sugar cane.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
There's something on my brain.
Tell me why.
That something is insane.
Oh, tell me why.
It's cream cheese that's plain.
I want it that way.
Let me explain.
I'm not to blame,
but I have reached fame. I want it that way. Tell me why.
Oh, drive, stay in your lane.
Tell me why.
Doing magic with David Blaine.
Tell me why.
Then a movie with Billy Zane.
I want it that way.
I'm in so much pain.
Got a chainsaw chain.
I don't go against the grain.
I want it that way.
Tell me why. I love to watch Purple Rain.
Tell me why.
When I'm vacationing in Spain.
Tell me why.
I might have to repeat a word.
Jesse Gomez, you beautiful fiend. You are clap
overboard.
All right. We're going to keep the order and we are going to take the word coast. We're going to keep the thematic elements going strong. Coast. And we're going to start with, let's start with Vinny. And we're going to keep the same order, but start with Vinny. The word is coast.
New Hampshire's coast.
Does anybody else smell toast?
I do. I'm your host.
I want it that way. I won the lottery and I have the most. Tell me why. I'm going to my SEO tool, Yoast. Tell me why. I love when I boast.
Carly, you're a delight, but it was too slow and I need more of an up tempo. You are clap clap overboard.
Splooshy.
All right.
Oh no, we're all gone.
Oh no, we're gonna take the word bark from Jurassic Trash. We're gonna take the word bark. And we're going to start with Fiona. Bark.
Ooh. Oh wait, are we in the same order or?
Same order. Same order.
Okay.
Because it'll take me too long to redo it. So
Cool,
same order.
Cool. I'm a dog. Bark, bark.
Oh yeah, it's really dark.
I'm on Noah's Ark.
I want it that way. Tell me right.
I say hark.
Tell me why.
That last one was a lark.
Tell me why.
Ref Meg, do we have a spark?
I want it that way.
Iron Man is Tony Stark.
Uh-oh, it's a baby shark.
He isn't a narc.
I want it that way. Tell me why.
Oh, Jacksonville Jaguars, DJ Chark. Tell me why.
A space word is a quark.
Tell me why.
I have a chalkboard. Do you have chark? They say it in New Hampshire. How they say it in New Hampshire.
You know what? He's not far off, but he is, unfortunately, sparks and all. Clap, clap, overboard.
Splooshy.
All right. From Allie Does Improv, we're going to do boop. And we are going to start with Fiona.
It's boop.
Boop. Like boop.
Cool. This cartoon is Betty Boop.
Oh yeah, we're going in a loop.
I have a piece of floop. I want it that way.
Vinny, you're a delight, but you are clap overboard.
What?
Take your floop and scoop on out of here. All right, we are down to our final two. This is exhilarating. We are going to get the word. Fish. Get the word fish.
Fish.
And we are going to start with Heather.
I take my boat to go fish.
I put that fish in a dish.
Then I make a wish.
I want it that way. My tail goes swish, swish. Hey, look over there, look at this. Hey, did you know that I'm quish? I want it that way.
Fiona
was perfect.
Get a life preserver. You are clap overboard. Red team gets the points. Woo! What a game. Woo! That was wild. Tara, let's get Captain Heather to the virtual field. Captain Heather, get up here.
Ahoy!
Ahoy, matey. Captain Heather, you are off to a commanding 10-point lead. What a world. What game would you like to play for this Team Choice Challenge?
Ooh, we want to keep this momentum going with the game of pronunciation.
Ooh, fantastic. Field your team. Yes. So in the chat, can I get a suggestion of a location you'd like to go to? Like this weekend. Like I might go to a lily pond. Who knows? A lily pond. What is it? Lily Caldwell lily pond? Anyway, I might go there. So
we're on our boat right now.
This is so excellent.
I'm just in the water.
We're all swimming, we're all overboard. So for the game of pronunciation, we're going to see a scene, and at any point I can blow my whistle because I'm a true egomaniac and I love having control. And I can decide that the players need to pronounce a word differently, and they will keep pronouncing it differently until I am satisfied. And then that is how the word will be pronounced throughout the rest of the scene. So to get them started, the suggestion is from Kate Wursima, first birthday party, because it's an awfully cute suggestion. Players, for the game of pronunciation, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
This is very cute. Okay, and begin.
Okay, I'm glad that you're on balloon duty, Joel, but you forgot to put sunscreen on the baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can do that now. Just hand it over.
There you go.
Thanks. That was seamless. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, Okay.
Verboy.
All right.
Hey, Louise. How's it going with the decorations over there? Is everything for boy?
It's going verboy, but I just wish it could be more special as the big bro.
Aww. I mean, it's a lot of responsibility. You know, I'm not saying that your status in this family depends on how this party goes, but for boy.
Why did you say all of that?
Verboy, take it easy on Luis. Luis is doing the best he can, Verboy. Okay, Verboy. I put enough lotion on the baby to protect the baby for at least 30 minutes because it's SPF 30. Verboy? Verboy.
For boy. Well,
Luis, why did you go? Are you upset? Are you mad? Are you cantankerous?
Mad.
Are you mood?
Mad.
Are you mood? Why are you so? Are you mood? Are you mad? Are you mood? Are you
mood?
Mood?
Yes, I am mood. I am not doing verboy, okay? I'm freaking out. You don't understand the responsibility I have. I'm this many.
I'm so sorry I made you moid. Verboy? Forgive me, Verboy.
You're forgiven.
Today is supposed to be a happy day. Please don't be mood.
Today.
To da is to do. To do. To do.
Oh no. Yeah.
To do. To da. Today's a happy day. Don't be so mood, Verboy.
Today is the most important day of our baby's life so far. Verboy, don't be mood. Tadar.
Tudar is the greatest.
Verboy. Today is not about me. You're right.
Me.
What?
Yep, that's the one.
Today is not about what?
Verboy, it's also not about what? Or you, Joel. It's about the baby.
Baby.
Babe. Boy. Bebop.
Yeah, Bebop.
Tadar is Bebop's first birthday. Verboy, and we're gonna make it gosh darn special and memorable so that Bebop will remember Tadar forever.
I remember the day that little Bebop was born, just like it was Eusterdar, and I just
Eusterdar.
Yesterday.
Yep.
When I held that babar for the first time, I just, it felt like Tadar was the first day of the rest of my life, Verboy.
Excuse me, Mr. Joel. Who's Babar? You're supposed to be holding Bebop.
And that's the game! All right. Look at these slow jams. Okay.
So groovy and auspicious.
Auspicious. Folks, give some 6s and 7s to cheer them on, because that was excellent. And in the meantime, let me get Captain Carly to the proverbial field. Dun, 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 dun.
I love that.
Hello.
Hey! Hey, Carly!
Hi! I would like to say sorry to the whole state of New Hampshire because I looked up auspicious and wow, was I off.
That's a respectable
all
thing.
right.
Carly learned something new and she owned up to her mistake and apologized, and we love to see it. That's so good.
They are definitely proprietous in their future.
Tara is like my life coach right now. All right, I wasn't gonna hate on her. This is great. All right, Tara.
I just felt bad. That's my job. It's in the email. It says, "Be Ref Meg's life coach."
Whoa, your email's printed.
Wow. We get it. You have a printer. You're rich. Carly, let's get back to you.
Okay.
What game do you want to play for this? Bump, bump, bump. Team Choice Challenge.
Listen, we're a team of goofs, and I can't keep us all in one room. So I would like to play entrances and exits.
Let's do it. So, thank you very much. Hang on, we got a secret visitor, and it's David Jans. So in the chat, also that sounds like my dad's 1931 pickup truck. So let's get some in the. What is this word? In the chat, can I get a word that you would say every day, like a pretty common word that you say all the time? And then can I also get a word that you say sometimes, maybe once a week, maybe once a month, who knows? And then can I get a word that you don't say a lot? A word that you're like, you know what? I like to hear more of this word. It should get some shine. All right, so, these are excellent words. We're really thriving with words, folks.
I'm
Thumbs
gonna
up
look
to
some of these
everyone.
up.
I also want to take a moment really quick to thank you so much to Ali Does Improv for giving a sub right now and doing 50 total sub gifts in the channel, and to Cristiano for giving a total of 175 sub gifts in this channel just now.
Oh my God! Woof, woof, woof! All right! Woof, woof, woof!
Iconic fans, we love you.
Yes!
And very auspicious.
So auspicious.
Yes, proprietous even.
Boom, boom.
This is a beautiful game of words. So we are going to take, let's see, for Carly, we're going to take the word wow. For Vinny, we're going to take the word bam. So that's from Mark Wilder? No, that's from Jurassic Trash. And then from Ali Does Improv, we're going to take bamboozled for Vinny. And for Stiona Fiffins, we are going to take the word, from Missy Sue, 1, 2, 3, we're going to take hi. The word hi. So the way this game is played is we are going to see a scene. And at any point, if one of the player's words is said, they will have to, if they're in the scene, they'll have to exit the scene. And if they hear it again, they will have to enter the scene. So they each have their own words. And again, can we go around and do a reminder of our words, please? Carly?
The stage manager changed my name. Wow!
Hi!
Bamboozled.
I love it. Also, fun fact, Captain Blue Monster, that is the name of a delicious ice cream at Lone Oak, a local Rye, New Hampshire ice cream shop. Everyone.
Is that on one of the 18 square miles of coastal beach?
It is on one of the 18 square miles. Square. It's all square.
Proprietous.
It's square.
Okay, great. It's all square. Okay, so we are going to start, and we're going to take, for the scene, we're going to take the suggestion of, let's see. The Los! The Los is here? Oh my God, okay.
A person please name fame?
The Los. Oh my gosh, okay. Local celeb, the Los 18. We're gonna take the suggestion of, I'm staying in, is your suggestion. For the game of entrances and exits, players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
I'm staying in tonight, chaps. I really can't go out anymore. My budget can't handle it.
Oh no! But we've got to go out! No!
Tonight, I can't believe I feel like this is it. Wow! Just,
Alright, I'll go see what I have to wear.
this ridiculous! We gotta go out! If we don't go out, this ridiculous!
It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, wow, I was promised a night out. I feel like I've been bamboozled.
What?
You guys, I got no clean laundry, but I got a lot of semi-acceptable laundry. What about this one? It's a high-low skirt.
Oh, wow!
bamboozle all those men.
Yeah! Ready to bamboozle those men in my high loud skirt.
Come on! I've got some blankets! I'll get them!
Boy! I think she said blankets.
Wow, can you believe her? What a jerk.
You know, she's smart. I'm gonna find a blanket.
Now that I'm alone, it's my time to discuss how I'm gonna bamboozle the two of them.
Wow, look at all of the blankets in the closet.
These blankets are amazing!
Yes, they are. We have a whole closet dedicated to just blankets.
I was worried that if we were going to be standing outside waiting to get in the club, that we would be cold, but these blankets are going to be fantastic. We're going to bamboozle the weather.
We're going to be so good. We're going to be like,
I bamboozled you!
Wow, that was simply insane.
Bamboozled you!
That was a highlight of my evening. I'm gonna get you a bracelet.
Wow!
And that's the game! Wow. Boy, if that isn't just 3 Idris Elbas, all from London. Incredible. Just when you think it can't get more British, we've done it. All right, Tara, kicking it to you for this
That's
poll.
right, because guess what? I'm trying once again to send a poll.
If not, we'll problem solve.
It's in all capitals because I'm just very excited to be here.
And while that poll is up, I'm going to remind you folks that good news. We've got shows all the time. Tonight is Friday night. You're at the 9:30 show. We have shows every Friday and Saturday night at 7:30 and 9:30. And this month, in honor of Pride, we have Rainbow A Go-Go, which is an incredible show tomorrow night after the 9:30. Strong recommend. It's like a little variety show. It's got some of everything. Phenomenal.
It's amazing. It's people from all over the place coming in to make awesome shows, art, comedy, everything. It's very cool.
And you can check the link that Streamlabs just put up.
Wow. Very cool.
Tara, do we have a winner?
The poll is over and it went to blue! It's the downtown Chicago Boston Fire Bites.
Whoa. Dang.
No boat
They've
rides
done it
for you.
all.
They've gotten all the way
Get
to
me.
0.
Oh yeah, so Tara, what is our score?
Good for them. So we've got, well, the butts are at 0 and the butts are at 5. Take that.
Also, shout out to Babar.
Shout out to Babar.
He's the elephant for everyone.
We have Babar magnets on our fridge right now. we are sitting with royalty right now. Whew.
Boy, the royalty of all elephants. Fantastic. Captains, you're here. You're great.
I forgot to tell the loyal fans that if they voted for us, they would get boat rides this summer. So,
Ooh.
you know,
Folks, keep that in mind. You don't
throw
want to
that
own a
out
boat.
there.
You want to be friends with someone who owns a boat.
Indeed.
And Heather has a fleet.
For sure.
So, excellent. Captains, who's in the lead? Oh, Captain Heather. You are in the lead. What game for this head-to-head challenge would you like to play?
Okay, we know a lot about a lot of things. So we'd like to play categories. Except for the coastal of New Hampshire, we don't know that. But categories.
That does still sting, and you did bring it up again, and it does really twist the knife, but I'll try to forge on. Captain Carly, do you accept?
I've been Googling a lot of words and I know some of them now. I accept.
Perfect! Field your teams! So in the chitty chat, let's get some categories of things that you know a lot about. Like maybe it's types of cereal, or colors, or something else. Also, big news alert, I just hit my steps.
Wow!
So the news is coming in hot and fresh. Thank you, Yance.
That's amazing. Wait.
All right, so
is the amount of steps that you have programmed into your watch the amount of steps it would take to walk the entire New Hampshire coastline?
Boy, that would be a real quick jaunt.
Okay.
No, I do not walk 18 miles a day. Thank you very much for assuming. I appreciate it. I do not. But, you know, what are you going to do? All right. Oh, my gosh. Okay, these are excellent. Okay, so we are going to play the game of categories. We're going to take categories, and our players will have, I will call on them. They will have to list things in that category. And at any point, I can ask for them to give me a different category of that thing, like things that are blue. And I can do it because, again, I'm mad with power. And whoever cannot think of something, thanks, Yance, you get it. If someone cannot think of something, if they repeat it, or if they say something that does not fall in that category, then they will be Yance bounced. All right. So we are going to go to the old chitty chat. Oh my gosh, these are just feeding my New Hampshire ego. All right. We are going to take, what's something, Tara, do you see something?
Prom themes from Kate Bow. Prom themes.
Thank you so much. Perfect. Prom themes. We're going to start with Fiona. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's rock and roll. Fiona.
A night to remember.
Carly.
Under the sea.
Heather.
Parisian Nights.
Jago.
Wonderful Tonight.
Vinny.
1920s Guys and Dolls.
Oh, Ford.
New Hampshire Vibin'.
Which is also
what we're doing right now.
The category is what we're doing right now. Fiona.
Being so cool all the time.
Jago.
Cracking a sparkling soda.
Vinny.
Questioning whether I know what auspicious actually means.
Heather.
Holding Banana Boat Moisturizing After Sun Lotion. We're not sponsored.
Carly.
Surviving the work week and thriving into the weekend.
Which is also
a plan for life.
Plans for life. Vinny.
Find the one.
Vinny, get out of here. Tara's on the video.
I can't see her. I don't know.
Yance bounce him. Bounce, dude. Unacceptable. No, the reveal. We've seen too much behind the curtain. All right, he's bounced. Give me another category. The drama is thick tonight, folks. So we are going to take, let's get a good category. Ooh, Tara, do you see something great?
I see something. I'm gonna take part of this work milder. It is Ben and Jerry's flavors.
Ooh. Ben and Jerry's flavors, a New England classic. Ben and Jerry's flavors, we're gonna start with Jago.
Cherry Garcia.
Heather.
Double chocolate chunk.
Fiona.
Chunky monkey.
Carly.
Half baked.
Ford.
Meg, you know I gotta say fish food.
Which is perfect. Which is also a
unleash fish.
Things you feed fish, Jago.
A cartoon-sized submarine sandwich.
Heather.
Worms.
Fiona.
The dead skin cells from your feet at a fancy day spa.
Carly.
Cricket carcasses.
Jago.
Goldfish Crackers has them tripping.
Jago, I'm sorry, my man. That's like cannibalism. You are yawns. Bounce. All right. Yeah, double bounced. Double dribble. All right. Tara, let's get another category. You see anything delicious?
Oh yes. This one is an easy one, maybe from Jurassic Trash. It's planets.
Planets. Excellent. Heather, starting with you.
Mercury.
Fiona.
Venus.
Lord.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah, which is also
Things Will Smith says.
There it is, Carly.
I am legend.
Fiona.
I'm a loving father.
She's right.
West Philadelphia, born and raised, etc.
Fiona.
I'm the most out of shape I've ever been, according to his social media.
Carly.
Jaden likes to drink box water.
Carly, we all know that Jaden has their own water filtration business, so I think they would drink water from that. So unfortunately, Yance, you know what I'm gonna say. You are bounce. Oh no. There it is. There it is. All right. Tara, let's get another
From Kate
delicious
Rishma.
category.
I love this category. It's foods 7-year-olds would want for dinner.
Ooh, love it. It is unfortunate that Jago is out. He's got an inside track. Foods a 7-year-old would love. Ford.
Dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets.
Heather.
Fish sticks.
Fiona.
A hot dog, but only for the ketchup on it.
Ford.
Cookies. Scamps.
Heather.
Kraft macaroni and cheese. The Blue Box Blues.
Ford.
Kale. Salad.
If they're healthy, which is also a
Thing you won't find in my fridge.
things you won't find in Ryan Ford's fridge. Fiona.
Family heirlooms.
Heather.
A dead body.
Ford.
Me.
Heather.
Captain, his cat.
Heather, unfortunately, we don't know. The kitty cats might like to keep it cool. Yance, help me out. You are bounce. All right, folks, we are down to our final two. Awooga, this is for all the marbles. We are going to take a category. Ooh, I like this. Oh my God, this is, Yance, you just matched my thing. So we're gonna go with the Los 18 types of dances. And I would specify, I will need to see you do the dance.
Yeah.
So, excellent. Thank you. The Los types of dances. This is for all the marbles. Ford, kick it off.
The Cabbage Patch.
Fiona.
The flies.
Ford.
The Moms in the Crowd Finger Dance.
Fiona.
The Cotton Eye Joe.
Ford.
The Sprinkler.
Fiona.
The Grapevine.
Ford.
The Freddy.
Fiona.
Pigeon Toe. Pigeon toe! Pigeon toe! You can't see my feet, but they're doing it!
Ford!
Ballet!
Fiona! The fork in the garbage disposal! Ding 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 ding!
Ford!
Modern!
Fiona! Fosse!
Ford!
Babies learning to dance for the first time.
Ford again!
Babies learning to dance for the last time. I'm hot. I quit.
Ford again!
A group of old people remembering swing dancing. Through the legs. Here we go. Oh, there she goes.
Fiona! Everyone's uncle toward the end of a wedding! You get over here! Hey, you! Come on! Get on over here! Anybody get over here!
The classic lean back.
And that is for the win for Fat Joe! Points to the red team!
What?
Recommending intrusion just so I can keep up this illusion. And after I've lost my loved ones and all of my friends,
I was gonna keep listening to this.
company of the one thing I have left. Shame has my life turns to black.
Thank you so much. That was perfect and beautiful. Hey, Tara, do you have your Spotify up? Do you know who the artist of that beautiful song was?
Hey Siri, who was that? Oh, Ryan Ford? Wow.
Ryan Ford!
That's bananas.
Sign me up. All right, delicious points. Look at this. Delicious points to the red team because who doesn't love a Fat Joe reference? All right, Tara, what is our score?
Wow, wouldn't you know it? I believe that the red team has 10 points and the blue team is also here.
Oh, they're back on the board with 0. All right.
If we were golfing, we would be winning so hard.
If you were golfing, you'd be Caleb Woodley tomorrow. Wonderful. We are going to get our captains and our captain, Babar. Captains, the game is not close, but I'm going to give you the opportunity for it to get closer. We're going to play the hardest game on the history of the internet, and that game is 6 things. I am obsessed with Jans repeating my tunes. Excellent. So, captains, for this game, you need to kick someone from your team out of here. You need to shove them, bounce them, shove them overboard. Who will you be sending out of the room?
Oh, I'm gonna. You go.
I wasn't clear. Carly, who are you sending?
We're gonna send our ringer, Vinny.
Feeling auspicious. Feeling real auspicious.
Vinny, you bounced. Heather, who are you sending?
I'm sending my favorite first mate, Jesse Gomez.
Jago.
I'm headed starboard bound. Gotta get that nautical reference in.
Boy, you can tell Jesse Gomez has his sea legs. So for the game of So for the game of 6 things, Tara has put up 6 perfect activities that you all in the chat suggested earlier. You true dynamos. So we are going to play a game where we're going to replace the ordinary with extraordinary. So for the first activity of getting a haircut, when you get a haircut, there are scissors involved. This is terrible improv scissors. It's more like this. What is something, put something in the chat, a food you love. What's a food you love? And then while we're in there, can I get a band your parents like. A food and a band your parents like. All right. And some of these, well, they're all fantastic. I'm going to save some of these gems for when it gets a little bit trickier. We are going to go with, what do we got? Let's do, oh my gosh, okay. Let's do mashed potatoes. You had them yesterday. So Kate Worsama, thank you so much. So instead of scissors, your scissors are mashed potatoes. And let's do, oh, this is great. We're gonna do, Amanda Brock, I cannot take Three Dog Night because my parents, as teens, broke up at a Three Dog Night concert. So pretty stressful. Good news, they got back together and have been married happily for decades.
Oh my gosh.
We are going to take, you know what? Zorro Anderson, thank you. We're going to take Simon and Garfunkel. So your hair is Simon and Garfunkel. So what we're doing is we are replacing the ordinary with the extraordinary. And we will tell you more about that after this. Tara, thing two.
Thank you very much. We are eating ice cream. Let's please have, how about your, let's see, something that could fit in a backpack, something wee, and then a location you would like to visit this summer. It could be a specific location within the city of Chicago, or it could be an international destination, one you'd like to visit. Thank you. Perfect. Yes, type away. This is your time to express yourself. I hope you have other opportunities to express yourself too, but this is one of those times right now. Perfect. Thank you very much. Oh, this is beautiful.
Tara, you're ever the life coach. Never and off the clock for being a life coach.
You know it. Fantastic. So the ice cream is going to be rocks. Thank you, Jurassic Trash. Rocks. And the cone itself is going to be Michigan. This is Michigan. The shape of Michigan.
A hand.
Get it?
Fantastic. All right. And excellent. And for thing number 3, going to a baseball game, which I would love to do, we are going to, let's put in the chat, what's an emotion you feel sometimes? Maybe not every day. Maybe not every day, just sometimes. What's a sometimes emotion? And while we're typing, can I get, what is your favorite TV show? If I said to you, what's your favorite TV show? You'd type it here. All right. We've got some great suggestions. Modub, that is your favorite TV show. I'll confirm, you know yourself. All right. Let's go with, so for going to a baseball game, the baseball is not a baseball. It is going to be, oh, these are such great shows. Let's watch them all. Let's turn this off and watch them all. No, please don't. No. We've got so much more. Your baseball is going to be from Kate Worsama, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yance, I want a lot of like electric synth guitar. For those of you who love the theme song. And which I think is stage manager Jason Geis. And the stadium you are playing baseball in is well, the Los. I don't know about that one, the Los. I have to tell Jesse Gomez. We are a little sassy, but the stadium is going to be, let's do, oh my gosh, some of these are sad. We are going to take, Tara, do you see a great, oh boy, that's too hard. You know what, we're gonna take Joy. We're gonna take Joy. The stadium is Joy.
That's fun.
Next thing.
Lovely. So riding an electric bike. Can I please have a celebrity you think I would be a great life coach for? And then a clothing item, something specific, a clothing item. So I would offer them such life advice pieces as stay hydrated and tell yourself yes. Believe in yourself and have each other's backs. Are these
There's never an off night for Tara, the life coach.
Is this just an improv 101 lesson that I'm...
Yes, and we should continue.
Great. Okay, so for our bicycle itself, it's gonna be Lindsay Lohan. Amanda Brock, you're right. She's still relevant, and I care about her. And for your helmet, it's gonna be overalls. Thank you, Delos. Overalls.
Ooh!
Like wearing Mamma Mia.
Oh my gosh, here we go again. All right. So, for growing basil, in the chat, can I get something? Oh, so actually we're on our 5th and 6th thing, and those are harder than the original things. They are worth twice as many points. So the clues, the gives can be, or the replacements, excuse me, can be a little bit trickier. So like earlier when I said, those are too tricky, this is the time to put a little bit trickier in. Yeah. So can I get something super duper cuddly? Something super duper cuddly. Aww. And can I, whose team is this? Is this the blue team, Tara? Yes. Can I also please get some 1800s or 1900s authors? Authors from the 18 or 1900s. I'm keeping it vague because this isn't English class, except for all the talking we've done about words. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's a little bit English class.
It's a little bit of everything. It's fine.
A little bit of everything. Oh, these are excellent. All right. So we are going to take, you know what? So for growing basil, the basil itself is going to be, oh my God, how hard is that? All right. Is Edith Wharton too hard? All right, we're doing it. I'm getting the shrug emoji from Jason Geis. So Tara, you have to make the 6th thing equally this difficult.
Okay.
And I suppose I should be telling everyone else. So the basil is Edith Wharton. And whoa, baby, here we go. And the, let's see. The water that you are watering is going to be, because you need water to grow basil. The water is going to be, oh man, these are tremendous. I'm trying to see who I haven't taken a suggestion from yet. Because I don't want anyone to be left out. We are going to take Raggedy Ann from Wark Milder. Raggedy Ann is the water.
Fantastic.
And Tara, let's do it. Keep it Edith Wharton level.
I want to make this difficult. Edith Wharton, by goodness gracious. Well, sweating profusely is the activity, first of all. Let's see.
I thought you were just describing us, and I was like, I am, thank you.
I know, yeah, but you can't see because of TV magic. We're glowing. Can I have some 90s bands, 90s hip hop bands, 90s other genre bands? That's the only genre that I could think of. Some of those, and then give me also, give me like, let's see. I was gonna say something too hard, and then I thought, better not.
Well, I took Edith Wharton, so I guess no rules.
I was gonna say like childhood psychological theory names, but I was like, let's not.
What? No, you were correct. That
what, too hard? Great. Let's get some let's get some children's television shows instead, which are very similar in vibe. You know, the theory behind children's television shows, very important. Great. So for the pores from which the sweat profusely drips, we're gonna take salt and pepper, because I love them, and the sweat itself, the beautiful sweat. Oh, heck yeah! Oh, is gonna be. Well, I just love all of these shows. I guess I'm 7. It's gonna be Dragon Tales, come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragon Land.
Ooh, thank you so much.
Okay.
What a beautiful tune. Tara, we're now going to see how much of an aunt I am, because I'm going to have to take a photo with my iPad. So watch out. Jason, leave it up. Let's do it. I was told to do this, so here we go.
All of our aunt, and I am all of.
No, it's gone. Now it's just a photo of me taking a photo.
I love it. It's perfect.
Well, all right. I don't know the thing, so I'll have to toggle back.
It'll be great.
All right. Well, we're in it now, folks.
We're in it now.
We're in the end game now. So, all right. Well, live large, folks. Oh, wait. I'm getting the motions. Everyone. Oh my gosh. Okay, folks. Welcome to Every Day in My Life. Thank you, Jason. I got it. Wow. We're crushing it here at Tech Time. So we have got our players back in the hood, and we have called them back. So what we are going to do is we are going to play the game of 6 things. So our players... I'm obsessed with this. So, Eons, give yourself 10 points. So our players are going to have to guess what activities and replacements we have just decided, except they cannot just say them because that's too simple. They have to rely on mime and gibberish from their talented teammates. And they will have 90 seconds for each thing. If they do not guess the thing correctly, the other team has a chance to steal. So,
Swipe or no swiping, except for.
I was just gonna say that, swipe or no swiping. All right. In the meantime, I'll just consult my iPad for the answers. All right, Tara, am I missing anything? Did we cover it all?
We covered it all. Magic is about to happen right now.
Folks, let's get some 6s and 7s in the chat to hype us up. We're on the cusp of 6 things. Get some 6s and 7s. We're gonna crush it. The first activity is going to be from the blue team. Players, are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Tara and Jason, are you ready?
Yes.
And, oh, my whistle. And begin. Oh, scubba. Wow, scubba. Oh, scubba. Wampa. A skippa.
Oh, skippa. I guess.
Iba discana. Soup. Abisina, ja! Aber skubana sina. Oh, baska, roska, ina moska. Buska, iska, buska, kur. Buska. Aber diska, aber shung. Aber diska, ba. Aber diska, aber diska, ha. Aber diska, hua. Aber ba. Aber skubana, plan.
Oh, kisibra.
Aber nuskana, diskana, baskana, buskana, aber diskana, floop, scoop, floop, flum, aber hum,
Second.
Skibba, wampa, what's going on? 8 seconds. Vinny, give me everything.
All right, I am cutting hair, but the scissors are not scissors. They are like pounded flat chicken in a salad, and my hair isn't hair. It's Boy George.
Vinny, you're a delight. You are 100% wrong. So we need to clean up the activity. You are very close. I need you to be specifically different. And you're not very close on the others. So you can do it. You have 8 seconds to clean it up. Players, go. Escapa, 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 hua, escapa, oh, escapa.
Oh, hop, 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 I'm a ting-ting, I'm a simina, yeah, I'm a swoosh, 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 I'm a simina.
Escapa, 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 do-do-do-do-do-do, ha-da-ba-ba. Time!
I will take it.
There's so many squares to look at. All right, Vinny, give me everything.
Yeah, so I am not cutting hair, but my hair is being cut. And my scissors are not scissors. They are a slaughtered chicken immediately prior to being turned into chicken nuggets at McDonald's. Okay, I thought I had it the first time, but I definitely got it this time. My hair isn't my hair, it's Boy George with a mustache.
Vinny, you're a delight. Absolutely wrong. Who else we got? Yesy Yomez, give me everything, baby.
Okay, so Vinny's getting his hair cut, right? His hair isn't his hair, it's Simon and Garfunkel. And the scissors aren't scissors. They're the first iteration of McDonald's fries, which were called smashed potatoes.
Oh, yes! Absolutely! Excellent! Fantastic!
Is that right?
I'll take it. Getting a haircut. Scissors were mashed potatoes. Yes, scissors were mashed potatoes. And your hair was Simon and Garfunkel. Yancey was really helping you out by playing that whole time.
I just heard and I was like, with a mustache? Okay.
Vinny, what? You're a delight. Get off my screen.
You come. It's right
here.
Playing it.
Thing number 2. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
You guys said about
Tink, 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 floop.
Laura, what's our time left?
We have 42 seconds left.
42 seconds. Jesse, give me everything.
Okay, I'm eating ice cream. The ice cream cone is Michigan, and the ice cream itself is not Michael Buffer, it's a Bufferin.
Wrongo, you fiend. You have the activity. You have the cone. We need to clean up whatever that was. All right, red team, let's do it.
Go, Ryan.
Tink, 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 tink. Kunk. Shabba-da-ga.
All right, give me everything, Jago.
For everyone watching at home, that's exactly how I eat ice cream. It's disgusting. I get it everywhere. I'm eating ice cream. The cone is Michigan. The ice cream itself is a rock.
I will take it. Wait, do we have time left?
No, we have 35
I need you to be more specific. You're very close. I need you to clean up that final replacement. And go. Jago, what is your ice cream?
Rocks.
Yes! Get the points!
Okay, now I'm pretty sure I also saw Boy George with a mustache in there.
Yes.
He comes and goes.
Going into this next round, I want everyone to know, red team is leading with 20 points. David Yance is still in second place with 18 points. 18 points. So.
Perfect. Yance is making a run for it.
I know. And he's
all right. Thank you, Tara. Let's do it. Thing 3. Players, you ready?
Yes!
Yes. Go.
Discanisana. Taskunumana sina. Usana masana. Daska banana. Banana. Usanana. Banana. Abadiskana. Abadiska. Abadiskana. Abadiskana. Dude, Diskana. Buskana. Ganana. Dabaskimana. Dude, Diskana. Ganana. Diskana. Amaniskana. Bupo. Amani.
Kluk. Sisabasa.
Diskana. Dude, whoop, whoop. Diskana. Biskana. Cha. Gamaska.
All right. How much time, Tara? 44. 4 left. Vinny, give me everything.
Yeah, all right, so I am Boy George with a mustache. I am watching a baseball game. But the ball is not a ball. It's the TV show and or movie Teen Wolf. Something else is, where we are is something else that I will remember when I see it.
That is the most correct part. You need to clean everything up. Your activity is very close, but I need you to be more specific. You need to clean up your other 2 replacements. Players, 4 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes!
Go!
Diskana, Arasa, Abadi, Tick, Abasimina, Damaska, Kamana!
And that's the time! Vinny, give me everything.
Yep, okay. I'm not watching a baseball game. I am pre-watching for this baseball game, so I'm tailgating, I guess, at a baseball game because I'm Boy George with a mustache. It's not Wolf. It is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There we go. Different kinds of teeth is my ball, sorry. And where I am at was something that I needed to see again, but I remember now what it is, and it is quite simply rocks. Jance was playing it. I don't know.
Jago, what you got?
Vinny's going to a baseball game. The ball is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the baseball stadium is the concept of joy.
Yes! Give the points! Give the points!
Get on this boat! Let's go!
Oh! All right.
Could have had it.
Thing 4.
Just, Boy George's eyes aren't so good anymore, so needed to see it.
All right. Thing 4. Red team. 90 seconds on the clock. And go.
Shibaragasa. Bring, 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 bring. Shibaraga. Shibaraka. Shibaragasa. Kakunk. Shibaragasa. Dunk. Shibaragasa. Tick, zit. Tick, 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 tick. Shibaragasa. Zit. Hachaka.
You guys said about the fling fling fling. Gashaba. Igasaba jaba. Igasaba. Gashaba dida zibazi. Gisaba. Oh, igashaba. Igashaba. Agasaba. Oh, igashaba. Agasaba. Oh.
Shibaragasa. Shibaragasa. Click. Kunk. Flip. Shibaragasa. Shibaragasa. Clunk. Shibaragasa. Clunk. Shunk.
Bring. Hey! 22 seconds left. Jago, give me everything.
Okay, so I'm riding an electronic bicycle, an e-bike, as it were. My helmet isn't a helmet. No, it's a barrel that I'm wearing with suspenders. And the bike is not a bike itself. It's a meet cute with Annie from the musical Annie.
You're a delight. You are wrong, and Jans is just throwing you for a loop here. Don't be swayed. So you have the activity. You need to clean up everything else. 22 seconds. Players, begin.
Agashaba. Gasaba pizza pizza. Igashaba. Gazada. Agasaba. Gisabo shiba shuzi badubo. Gasabu shiba. Yeah?
Shibaragasa. Chupa. Shibaragasa. Kunk. Lord. Shibaragasa.
And that's the time. That's time. All right, Jago, give me everything.
Oh, I got this. This is why we clean them up, right? I'm riding an electronic bicycle. My e-bike obviously is both Lindsay Lohan characters from Freaky Friday, and the helmet isn't a helmet, it's just some good old-fashioned suspenders.
Ooh, I love you, buddy. You are wrong. No, Vinny, it's your opportunity to steal. What you got?
Know that I got this. All right. So, I am riding an e-bike. But the e-bike is the plastics from Mean Girls, and my helmet is not a helmet. It is just Ryan Ford with a mustache going.
Wow. Who knew it? Wrong-o. You were riding an electric bike. Jans is perfect. Don't come for him. You were riding an electric bike. Your bike was Lindsay Lohan. And I recommend everyone watch Parent Trap. And your helmet is overalls. All right, think 5. Players, get to the screen. 90 seconds on the clock. Go.
Amaniskana. Woo! Wah, 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 wah. Ananiskana. Da 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 skana. Wah! Anasinana. Ba. 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 Diskana. Diskana. Boo. Amaniskana. Amasimana. Diska. Amada. Buskana. Arr! Yarr! Amaniskana. Diskana.
And that's the time.
Got it.
And that's time. Vinny, give me everything.
Oh, check this out. I am making the most complicated spiced pasta you have ever seen in your life. But the pasta isn't pasta. No. It is Martin Luther's 95 Theses. And the spoon with which I am making this complicated is not Boy George with the mustache. It is Baby Boy George.
100%. You are a delight and absolutely wrong.
Not even one of those? I thought for sure I heard Jans play Karma Chameleon that time.
Jago, what you got for me?
Oh, do you know that thing when you go to Dave & Buster's because your friends are all going, but you didn't bring any money, and so then you have to borrow money from people? That's this, but except the Dave & Buster tokens are a pina colada, and does anyone know the score of the basketball game?
And that is correct. That's right now. You got greased, buddy. You got greased. All right, folks. Tara, can I get a score update, please?
Yeah, it's the same. We have the blue team. We've got 0 points, unfortunately.
Okay, great.
Golf win.
In our heart, many points. Jans is still, I believe, at 18 points, and the red team is up to 28 points. Jans.
Oh, so we need
breaking news. Breaking news. David Jans, our music director, piano galore, is here with 28 points. That's 28 points. 25 to the red team. So 28 is the score to beat. Can it be done? We have one more round.
Ref Meg?
Yeah.
May I appeal to your senses and ask if David Jans is feeling so generous, he could donate his points to the blue team. And if he agrees, we get 1 awooga. And if he doesn't, we get 2 awoogas.
All of them?
And
Comma chameleon.
I heard it that time.
please give David Jans 10 more points. Because he has a strong, confident human who does what he wants.
Ref May,
Yeah, what's up?
can you tell me what I was supposed to guess?
Thank you for asking. We're off the rails. We were growing basil. Your water was Raggedy Ann. And per your request for old-timey writers, your basil was Edith Wharton.
Yes, of course. The writer.
No. You don't know no Edith Wharton.
Karma Chameleon.
All right.
Yep, got it.
We've got drama brewing, like a hot pot of coffee, and we've got one thing left.
Yes.
Red team, who the heck's up? Okay, Jago, let's do it. Red team, 90 minutes on the clock.
Oh, wow.
I'm ruling this, and go.
Oh, he's up. Oof. Yeah, igasho sabasabu, agasaraba, agasashiraba, agashodaba, if.
Baba, skaba, eskaba.
Agasabasha,
Uske.
azibaza. Oh, Agashabisibu. Agasaraba, agasharaba, isabishaba. Igasaba.
1 minute.
Sabaragache! Sabaragasa! Sploosh! It's sploosh! It's sploosh! Skagga! Shulip! That's why. Shabaka, cool. Shabaka, Kushu, scoop, bada, chwa, ba, jump,
Azipazaba. 10 seconds.
All right.
4 seconds.
4 seconds. Yes, Yomez. Give me everything.
Okay, you've heard of blood diamonds, but what about sweat diamonds? Great. My sweat glands from these sweat diamonds aren't sweat glands. No, they are the salt and pepper. And my sweat isn't sweat. It's Fart the Magic Dragon.
First of all, you know I'd never take that, just as I'd never take mashed meat. All right.
Jason, I think farting is not funny.
What?
All right.
Oh, it's like the thing from Saw. Jigsaw. It's Jigsaw's here. Jesus, what?
How much time do we have left? 70 minutes? Is that it? Do we have any time left to clean up? 4 seconds.
4 seconds. We got
You
this.
gotta clean it up. You have to clean up the activity. You're very close.
The activity is
Well,
close. Okay.
I mean, sort of. You're off the rails, but you're in the general vicinity. And you need to clean up your everything else.
Oh, okay.
Your first replacement replaced was salt and pepper.
Yes.
That was correct.
Thank you.
Yes, you need to. Thank you, Tara. Give Tara a point. And 4 seconds left. Red team, go. And that's time. Jesse, give me everything.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm very nervous and I'm getting engaged. It's a nervous engagement. The sweat glands, salt and pepper, classic. Spinderella deserves more credit. And my sweat itself is Puff the Magic Dragon's tail.
You are
Thank you.
very close, and you are one of my best friends. You are wrong. Vinny!
All right.
Vinny, if you get this, if you get this, I will give you 25 points.
Okay. All right. I'll take it. I refuse to take points that will allow me to beat Yance, but I will take this. I am sweating profusely. My pores are salt and pepper, and my sweat itself is the TV show Dragon Tales.
He did it! He did it!
I am going for the mustache.
That's some good karma, Chameleon. That's good karma.
It's all irrelevant because our winner tonight, the true maestro, David Yance.
That's
all right. Tara, let's end this madness.
Woo, absolutely. Woohoo. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We are all winners. We aren't all David Yance, but we are all winners in our hearts. That is, tonight, 1 point for me, 25 points each for the Belmont Harbor Boat people and the Downtown Chicago Bosses, but no one can beat music director David Yance with 38 spicy points tonight. So please give it up for both our second and third tying place team, the red team. Again, skipper Ryan Ford, first mate Jesse Gomez, and Captain Heather Scholl. Woo! And give it up for Downtown Chicago Bosses, Executive Assistant Vinny Tangerlini, President Fiona Stevens, and CEO Carly Kohake. CEO Verhart, and a referee in charge of us all this whole night. It's been Ref Meg Kennedy. Behind the scenes, it's Jason Geis and Pat Connolly's thumbs up every once in a while. And I've been Tara Egan. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time, tomorrow. Chocolate Tier 1 sub. 145 gifts. Wow!